basically their 5th game in 6 and get back on the winning side of that bracket tonight. 8 minutes is on the clock. Caden Williams, and jumping it up will be Amaya Vanzani. Here we go. Millwood girls basketball is ready, set, go. Madison Presley presses the ball across the half-court mark. Dumps it down to the corner. Back step, rotating the ball around. Ball on the right wing now. Backing up near half court. Rotating the ball back to the right wing to Madison Presley, and they'll keep working the ball around the edges of the perimeter. Trying to get the ball inside. It's going to be a steal that time. Turnover on that pass from Madison Presley that time. So now going back to work, the Lady Falcons come out in man-to-man defense with that pressure on the ball, and the ball's going to get knocked out of bounds. Good job by Reagan Carey with the hustle, just being aggressive on-ball skills there, Myron. The Lady Falcons, when they really want to get into the players, they do a really great job on on-ball defense.
Yeah, those turnovers creating some offense for them.
All right, going to work right now. Ball in the hands of Van Zandt. And the ball nearly stolen again by Reagan Carey. Reagan Carey's trying to be a pest, guarding the ball. Inside the lane on the curve, pass down low. Shot's going to be blocked that time by Courtney McCarroll, who comes away with that block that time. Nice job by McCarroll on that block. Going back to work on the other end. Ball's knocked out of bounds. It's going to still be Falcon basketball in this possession. 6:59 to go. 0-0 is the score. Tuesday night hoops.
First turnover didn't score on the bucket, but got him an easy shot that just didn't make it.
So next time, shot falling, shot from the corner, shot no good. Ball trickles out of bounds. Shot from the corner that time. Let go by Madison Presley that time.
Millwood in a bit of a pressure defense, 3-quarter, 2-2-1.
On-ball defense right now. Trying to get some things going here. Gets the ball across the timeline. Van Zandt has it. Shot from the left wing. Back rim's no good. Rebound by Carey. Ahead to McCarroll, who ball fakes. Finishes with the left hand at the basket, and the Lady Falcons are on the board first.
Board it and go with it. Got an easy layup.
Ball deflected, going to be nearly stolen, and the Falcons do come up with it. McCarroll again, being nasty. Pass inside, Reagan Carey. Ball ends up trickling out to McCarroll, who's above the circle. Ball to the left wing. Gaston fires, and her jump shot is pure, just inside the three-point line there. Off the McCarroll assist. Falcons again being a pest, harassing every pass. Covering, and they're going to call travel on that play that time against Amaya Van Zandt.
That pressure defense has a tendency to kind of pick you up a little bit and make you go a little bit faster than you want to. And I guess we got an early timeout. 30 seconds.
There's a 30-second timeout right here being called by Justin Williams. And we'll check in with Miles Perry, Super Prep Live, periodically throughout this game right now. But early on in the game, both teams are trying to get an idea of the pace and the tempo. Both teams have created a couple of steals early in this game, Myron. But the Falcons have been being able to set up their full court pressure and put more pressure on the ball against the Lady Knights.
Yeah, like I said, it's kind of 3-quarter, 2-2-1. And that pressure defense is kind of, you go a little bit faster than you want to go. And that last play, she took 3 steps and you only can take 2. And it just kind of speeds you up. And I'm sure that's why Coach called that timeout, told him to calm down a little bit.
All right, so out of the game right now, Lauren Carey is now checked into the game. So she's getting her first action of the night. Ball up top in her hand. Mariah Gaston has it over to Caden Williams on the block, and Caden Williams is going to step on the end line for a turnover there. So we have Lauren Carey, Reagan Carey on the floor, and of course Lauren Carey is in for Madison Presley, who checked out of the game. So the turnover there by Caden Williams, and we're back to live action now here. Turnover, steal, Lauren Carey throws it up. Mariah Gaston to the basket, and she scores! Nice job by Mariah Gaston. Nice job by the Falcons recognizing and turning that into instant offense there, Myron.
Yeah, the press is working. It's giving some early points.
Shot against the side of the backboard there. Shot no good that time by Sophie Starkey. Ball in the hands of Mariah Gaston. Gaston into the lane. Tries to finish with a scoop shot with the left hand. She's fouled. Will go to the line shooting 2. That is the first true foul call of the game. but she's going to go to the free throw line and see if she can get some money from that spot. Falcons out to a 6-0 lead right now, 5:09 to go in the first.
Yeah, Crossley really has not been able to even run offense yet. Just trying to get the ball past midcourt. Trying to be aggressive, but might want to just kind of pull the ball out, see if you can run a little offense, because this tempo is certainly in Millwood's favor.
So right now, as it stands, Mariah misses the first one. She gets one more. So Reagan Carey McCarroll, Lauren Carey, and Caden Williams on the floor right now. And a nice shot, nice arc on that one. She knocks that one down. Falcons out to a 7-0 lead. Trap on the side. The Falcons are going to knock it out of bounds, but it will remain Lady Knights basketball. Right now, as Myron, you pointed out so well, the focus right now is just trying to get the ball across half court. The Falcons have been relentless in their backcourt pressure, three-quarter court pressure right now, and trying to not allow them to get an offensive set going. Going to be close to a 10-second call here. Just barely across the timeline there. Ball's knocked loose. Scramble. Going to be a jump ball situation, and it looks like it will be Knight basketball. But nice job again by the Falcons, doing a great job, Myron, once again, of just being aggressive and just being disruptive in their offense and their defensive mentality tonight.
Yeah, you're right. He just barely beat the timeline to get past that half-court mark before the 10-second count was up.
So as it stands right now, trying to get the ball working around again, and now it's going to cause a turnover again. The Falcons' defense is successful once again.
Yep, 5 seconds. She couldn't find an open player to pass the ball to, so keep up your turnover sheet there. I think we'll have a lot of them.
All right, ball in the hands of McCarroll on the left wing. She drives baseline, bounce pass inside to Caden Williams, and it's going to be pinned in, I say, against the backboard.
Hang on, I'm going to get that.
No, stay here, Myron.
Sure?
Don't go down there. We'll have to see. Miles, are you in position to get that?
I was not in position to get that.
Okay, I just had to ask.
No,
I was on my way, man.
I think Myron saw that better than me.
I go out there and just clean off the square a little bit, a little Windex.
Yeah, well, that'd be nice, Myron. Appreciate that. All right, 4:26 to go in the first. Falcons will have the ball baseline, going to throw it in. Working the ball around, looking for space. Carroll's got to get it in. She finally gets it into Reagan Carey. Fires the shot from the right wing. Shot no good by Lauren Carey. Rebound pulled down that time by Sophie Starkey. And this time it's going to be a foul in the backcourt here. So they're going to continue to put that pressure on. So now going to work right now. Bounce pass in, Falcons trap. Not leaving much space to operate. Pass is rolling around loose. And this time McCarroll's going to get called for a foul. Team foul number 2.
Well, she just thrown it over her head. She had a player wide open for a layup. As it is, getting it past midcourt is the biggest issue right now for crossings.
So now Mariah checks out of the game. Caden Williams, Reagan Carey, Lauren Carey, and now Madison Presley returns back to the game. Contact driving to the basket. So Crossing found a way just to attack the defense after beating the press, Myron. And that might be one of their best ways to get points on the board tonight. Falcons up by 7 right now. So the foul is going to be called that time, it looks like, on Caden Williams. That is her second foul. First free throw falls that time for Amaya Van Zandt. 7-1 is the score now. McCarroll checks out of the game. Caden Williams comes out of the game. And now we've got Kalia Hines in, as well as Ariana Eggman is in the game as well. So going back to work now. Trying to get the ball worked around. Fires the shot from the right wing. Shot in and out. Rebound pulled down that time. And a foul's going to be called.
No, he's called out of bounds. Knocked it out.
All right. So Madison to throw it in. Gets it into Lauren Carey. The freshman dynamic team right now. Future is bright for Millwood girls basketball. Reagan Carey thought about it. Stop fake. Drives inside. Shot off the glass. And somehow, some way, she got that one to fall, Myron.
She did, and Crossings tried their own press, but Millwood broke it pretty easily and got a layup out of it.
9-1 is the score right now. Ball's going to be stolen this time by Lauren Carey. She gets the steal and capitalizes on the deal. Falcons once again harassing, 11-1, up by 10. Ball nearly stolen, going to be stolen this time by Reagan Carey. Reagan says, I can do it. Was not able to get that one to fall. Ball trickles out of bounds. It will be Lady Knights ball. Right now the Falcons are being aggressive. They are smothering. They have been relentless. They have brought the energy. And right now, they've built on a lead right now. They're not giving any space, any time for the Lady Knights to get any rhythm established. As they get across the timeline right now, the Lady Falcons did pull back. Coach Jackson wanted them to pull back the pressure. And that time, contact by Ingman. Team foul number 4. Team foul number 3, I do believe, what it is right now. First foul against Ingman. Substitution coming out of the game. Sophie Starkey comes out. Trying to get some way to get someone in, and nobody covered the inbound. And Van Zandt gets that shot to fall.
Easy money.
That was the easy money play on an inbounds play. Ball at the top of the key. Madison Presley laces one up. Shot off the back rim from the top of the key. No good. Ball back in the hands now, and the ball's going to be deflected out of bounds. So Mariah Gaston comes back in the game now. So she comes in for Lauren Carey this time. 11-3, 2:31 to go in the first. Maurice Prince, Myron Patton, and of course, Super Prep Live Miles Perry on the sideline. They're going to work right now, allowing players to substitute here. Make sure the officials are making sure they're all on the same page. Here we go, back to live action. 2.5 to go in the first. Barely gets it in. Kalia Hine deflects it. Madison Presley ends up with it, drops to the basket, and she muscles that one down. What a job there by Madison Presley on that one, off the Kalia Hines steal.
Finishing some contact there and gets an easy bucket. Up by 10.
And it's going to be a full timeout. We're going to stay right here. It's just been the story of this game early on in the game, Myron, has simply been the effectiveness of the Falcons' full court pressure, and this true measure of the game is about crossing, struggling to get the ball and getting into any offensive rhythm.
Yeah, because just getting the ball past midcourt has been the biggest problem. Then when they do that, they're still facing a lot of pressure. The turnovers have really fueled Millwood's offense. They hadn't scored many points at all against a set defense. It's all been in transition. So if you're Millwood, you like where this is going. You still got 2:18 left in the quarter. If you're crossing, you say, okay, we're only down 10. Game's far from being over. Still 2:18 left in the first quarter. So you can find some positives if I'm the coach of either team.
Exactly, and the whole object here at this time is to continue to find a way to put yourself in the game. But right now, Millwood has been so dominant with that pressure. What I find interesting is Millwood may slide back, whether it's three-quarter, but the half-court trap that they're unleashing as soon as the ball comes across with the switch double teams is kind of surprising the Lady Knights, taking them out of rhythm, and it's not allowing them to find any type of passing lanes, and the ball eventually gets turnover. So here we go. Once again, full court pressure being applied by the Lady Falcons. Back to live action as Raquel Hunt has checked in the game for the first action this afternoon. Hunt battling in the backcourt. So you've got Hunt, Presley, Mariah Gaston, Kalia Hines, and Ariana Ingman on the floor right now for the Falcons. And contact is going to be another foul called here. Looks like they're going to catch Mariah Gaston with that one. Oh, it's Madison Presley with that one.
The thing about Millwood, they sent some subs in. They're such a deep team. They can go to the bench, and they can just keep this pressure up the entire game. So fatigue won't be a factor. So make it harder on crossing.
Star Thomas Waddell comes in for Ariana Ingman. And let's see here. Courtney McCarroll comes back in the game as Van Zandt gets a shot off. McCarroll fires one up to Kalia Hines. And now they're working the ball around the perimeter. Ball in the hands of Mariah Gaston, who fires a shot from three. Shot from the wing, shot no good. Rebound controlled by the Lady Knights. So trying to work the ball around again. Great pressure again by the Falcons. All right, blocking foul is going to be called that time. And it looks like we're going to go to the line 1-1 now. Foul's going to be called, it looks like, against number 20, Kalia Hines. So Kalia Hines getting called for her first foul, but that's the 5th team foul. So we're now 1-1. Or we're shooting 2, excuse me. Back rims, but that shot kind on that one. As it looks like Jenkins knocks down that first free throw. And Carrington Threat has checked into the game for the first time. Second shot at the free throw line is good.
Banked it.
Bank is open. At least on the northwest side of Oklahoma City. Steal that time by the Lady Knights. Finding a way to create turnovers on the other end, and scoring the ball is Haley Brinkle.
And suddenly it's a 6-point game.
So the Falcons, getting a little sloppy with the passes, have allowed some space to operate. McCarroll going to pass it to the corner. Raquel Hunt backs it up. Back to McCarroll. 1:02 to go. Lady Knights playing with a little bit more energy, and that time is going to be some contact as Amaya Van Zant's going to be called for the foul. Team foul number 3. Her first foul of the night. Under a minute to go. So we're going to get the ball back in the hands now of Mariah Gaston. Back to McCarroll. McCarroll on the right wing. Cross-court pass over. Working the ball around. Back up top, reset. 48 seconds on the game clock. Trying to work it back around quarter. Skip pass to the other wing. Right wing. Going to reset. Raquel Hunt now has it. 36 seconds to go. Cross court, skip pass to Raquel Hunt. Hunt in the lane, kicks it back out. McCarroll launches a 3, and it's pure string music as McCarroll lines one up and drains it off the Raquel Hunt assist. Falcons up 16-7. 16 seconds to go. Ball near stolen by Hunt. Getting the ball across the timeline now, still battling. Jenkins looking for space. Ball's tipped. They scramble, but the Knights have it. 6 seconds on the clock. Into the lane. Tries to finish with the Euro. Shot no good. Mariah Gaston ends up with it. And she runs out of time. But at the end of the first quarter, score is 16-7. The Falcons have played well, and they are up by 9. We'll be right back for the start of the second in just a moment. You're listening to Millwood Basketball, brought to you by SSM Health, First Security Bank, Love Student of the Month, Bank First, and Super Prep. We'll be right back.
I did not think that I was going to be married and happy. Holding a job that is considered professional seemed out of sight for me.
How much has DRS impacted your life?
Oh my gosh, like very good.
DRS changed my life for the better by offering me counseling and guidance and to instill hope in me so that I could overcome my barriers.
See me.
Not my disability.
Welcome back to Millwood Basketball on a Tuesday night. Elise Prince, Myron Patton, of course, Super Prep Live is here. Let's try to check in right now with Miles Perry on the sideline. Miles, what was your taking and your feeling about what you saw in the first half of the first quarter of this game?
They call me right now. I thought it was a good first quarter for the Falcons. They were aggressive and very, very, very dominant on the defensive end, which Coach was talking about in pregame, if you guys remember. And I think they're showing that today. And, but Coach Stone for Crossings said he can't wait to talk to us later. So that's what I was talking to real quick.
Okay, that's not a problem, Miles. I know you're lining up and working. I appreciate it. All right, back to Myron. Your general thoughts. I mean, we saw what the Falcons were able to do, but we saw the Knights start to get momentum at the end of the quarter as McCarroll laces up another 3.
And I was just about to say the 3 they shot, they hit right before the end of the first quarter was big for Millwood because they don't. Crossings within 6. Going into the quarter and being thoroughly outplayed. How you close out quarters are really big. As it is, they neutralized Millwood did with the 3. Of course, they add 1 to start out the quarter with another 3, and suddenly the lead's back up to 12.
So on the floor right now, you've got McCarroll, who's been hot, back-to-back threes here. Lauren Carey up fakes, drives into the lane, to the basket, kiss off the glass and scores. Lauren Carey showing a little bit of sauce on the move, driving to the basket and scoring. Jump ball situation, and it looks like it will be Knight basketball right now. So 21-7 as it is now, 7:14 to go before the end of the first half. Falcons once again going to extend pressure into the backcourt. Bounce pass over. Lauren Carey, who's got 4 in the contest right now, trying to get a steal added to her stat sheet tonight. She taps it. She's got it. Carey, smooth with it to the basket. She goes and scores the steal and the deal. That's a 2-for-1 for Lauren Carey tonight.
Well, and it's really demoralized across this Christian, the guard. She didn't even run after her, so she's just like tired of getting her pocket picked on the other end.
Shot from the corner on the left wing by number 12 that time. That was Hayden Holman. She misses that one. Rebound on the other end. Transition, trying to get a basket ahead. Lauren, now Caden Williams battling underneath. That'll be Falcon basketball this time. Caden Williams hasn't yet got into the score sheet yet. Reagan Carey has 2. Lauren Carey with 6. Mariah Gaston with 5. And Courtney McCarroll with 8 in the quarter, or 8 in the game right now, in the first half of this one. So nice job by her.
Yeah, those threes were big because it keeps the momentum with Millwood as opposed to Crossers trying to steal some at the end of that first quarter.
Okay, drive and shot off the front rim by Madison Presley is no good that time. It's going to be a jump ball situation, and this time it will be Knight's ball. Madison Presley has now returned back to the game. So she comes in, and it gives Mariah Gaston a breather right now. So going to work right now. Trap right there at about half court. Almost a 5-second call. Presley now covering Van Zant. Presley doing a good job of cutting off the path to the basket. Lauren Carey again, smothering on the outside with another steal. Lauren Carey should be illegal what she's doing out here tonight. Madison Presley tries to finish with the left-hand scoop shot. Shot no good. It's going to go out of bounds. That one she slowed down just one step, Myron. She gets that one to fall.
Yeah, you hate to miss that. That was wide open layup. She missed that. And they missed some of those against Douglas on Saturday night. Now, Douglas pretty athletic. They forced some of those misses. I don't want to take anything away from them, but she's wide open that layup. She knows she should have hit that layup.
All right, so that was an opportunity and missed that one. So as it stands right now, just taking a look at the general statistics right now in this game, Millwood is shooting basically in the game from the floor. Overall, they've been pretty good from twos. If you're talking about field goal percentage, it's 10 of 14 tonight, 71%. From 3, 2 of 6, 33%. Free throws, 1 of 2, 50% overall in the night. 6 assists, 5 steals, and they've only created 2 turnovers tonight. Had two turnovers so far. For Crossing Christian, they have, as a team, shot 2 of 3 from field goals, shooting 67%, 3 of 3 from the free throw line. But you have to talk about their opportunities, Myron. They're just not getting that many opportunities to shoot, at least not contested, because the Falcons are all around what they're doing. But more importantly, the Falcons have forced 6 turnovers from them tonight.
Yeah, that's the big number. They're the turnovers, not getting an opportunity to get a shot up because Millwood's taking it going the other way.
So back to live action. McCarroll underneath. It will be a baseline throw-in. Some moisture on the floor they're trying to address close to the Falcon bench.
I hope it's great.
Well, it could be perspiration, Myron. I'm not sure it's a flavored thing on the.
They got all kinds of stuff today, man.
Okay, you're talking about if it was Gatorade or something. Is that what you're referring to?
Well,
okay, well, I just no, Myron, stop. 5:59 to go.
Orange okay too.
Back to live action now. Ball in the hands now of Reagan Carey from the top of the key. Back rims, shot, can't get it to fall, and the ball is tapped out, and it's going to say it's going to belong to the Knights. Reagan Carey kind of off to a slow start tonight, hasn't been able to get in rhythm, at least the rhythm that she would like. But there's one thing about Reagan Carey, she's got a motor that will not stop, and she will find a way. That's just the way she's always played. 23-7, steal again. Lauren Carey to the basket, steal and the deal. The third steal in the second frame, Myron.
And they are up 18 now, and it's all coming on defense, and more defense. Forcing turnovers.
25-7. The Falcons have continued to nurture and grow this lead, up by 18 now. Looks like it's going to be an offensive foul here. Trying to set a screen on the edge there, Sophie Starkey. They're going to call her for the foul. Looks like it's going to be the first team foul of the second quarter. So substitutions now coming in for the Falcons. You've got McCarroll, Star Thomas Raudells, Reagan Carey, Madison Presley, and Lauren Carey, and not on the same page, and Lauren Carey throws it away that time.
Well, now the person in the front row is wide open.
But I'm sure that's not where she intended to throw the ball.
Well.
So going back to work. Falcons still extending pressure into the backcourt. Across the timeline now, ball on the left wing. Going to throw it up top. Lauren Carey, you better know where she's at. Nice pass on the inside. Star Thomas Raudells with the block. Driving into the lane that time was Amaya Van Zandt, and she got to meet Star Thomas Raudells.
Man, that's about the biggest aggressive defensive play I've seen her make, man. She went after that block with some, I got to get it. Controlling the paint.
So 25-7, 4:57 to go before the end of the first half. Maurice Prince and Myron Patton on the call with Super Prep live on the sideline. Miles Perry himself. Turn and fire. Shot no good that time. Rebound pulled down by Reagan Carey. Lauren Carey now has it. Euro step to the basket. This time she couldn't get it to fall as she drove into the lane. And on the end and the putback, Star Thomas Raudells picks up the loose change and knows what to do with it. 27-7 on the other end. Gonna call, is that an offensive foul?
He called it an offensive foul. I think it was a block, but.
So it looks like that's what it's gonna be. So an offensive foul called against the Knights. It will be Falcon basketball, 27-7, 4:30 to go.
It was a collision, though, I tell you that.
So Carrington Threat is in the game now, along with Star Thomas Raudells, Reagan Carey, and now Raquel Hunt is returned back to the game. So Lauren Carey gets a breather along with Madison Presley. No, Madison Presley is in the game. I apologize. Raquel Hunt gliding to the basket. Little hard off the backboard. Shot no good. Rebound pulled down by the Knights. So throwing it off Reagan Carey, trying to get some space. So 27-7 is the score. 3:57 to go before the end of the first half of this one. Across the timeline now. Falcons fall back on pressure. Not as much this time. Working the ball around. Shot from the left wing. Shot no good that time. Trinkles back out and it rolls out of bounds, and it will be Falcon basketball. More subs coming into the game. Madison Presley comes out and Mariah Gaston comes back in. So turnover on that pass leads to the Knights in transition on the other end. They can't get it to fall. Raquel Hunt comes away with the steal, and she's going to be on the rebound. She's going to get fouled trying to press the ball. So nice job again by the Falcons, just being relentless all the way. You really want to be technical about it.
Yeah, they got a nice little lead here. Once you go to the bench, you still got you don't drop off any.
Ball on the right wing, backing it up. Going to throw it. Raquel Hunt looking for space, drives in the lane. High off the glass, shot no good. Star Thomas couldn't get it, but Raquel Hunt gets her own rebound in this situation. Ball in the hands to Reagan Carey back up top of the key. Mariah Gaston kicks, left wing, shot. Raquel Hunt, shot no good that time. Chased down by Mariah Gaston. Raquel Hunt is firing, but the Falcons have been in position to get the rebound, and this time they're going to call steps as Reagan Carey did the old step back fake up, and that usually will draw the foul. You can get away with that, unfortunately, in the NBA.
Feet ahead of the dribble.
So Reagan Carey comes out of the game now, and Lauren Carey returns. Backcourt pressure being applied by the Falcons. 2:42 to go in the first half. 27-7. Across the timeline, looking for space. Falcons have been dominant, defensive-oriented mindset all night long. Steal, Raquel Hunt. Trying to throw it down low. Pass ricochets off one of the Knight defenders, but it will be Lady Falcons ball. Team foul situation, Falcons have 0. 3 team fouls called right now by bad inbound pass. That's going to be stolen. The Knights have it. 2:21 to go. Into the lane, and the ball is going to be knocked out of bounds by Mariah Gaston. That was kind of a bad pass on that inbound there, Myron.
Yeah, a little bit weak. Crossing could not convert. They do keep the ball, though.
Trying to get the ball in from the baseline. Ball in the corner, the right corner. They're going to back it out and reset. Falcons still in man-to-man defense. The Knights looking for points. Contact driving the lane. Foul's going to be called against Lauren Carey this time. Falcons' first foul of the frame. And speaking of the frame, I have to look, but it's absolutely true. The Knights have not scored in the second right now.
Yeah, they stuck on 7. They like 7. 7's a lucky number.
Well, Amaya Van Zant is working to fix that. She now has 4 points on the night. Front rim's the second one. She misses. Carrington threat with the rebound. Working the ball around. Shot. Lauren Carey from the top of the key. That was a heat check shot. She didn't get that one to fall, but Raquel Hunt ends up with the rebound. Falcons reset with 1:52 to go. Mariah Gaston pulls up. Free throw jump shot is pure.
Cotton.
Nice job by her on the play. 29-8 is the score right now. Across the timeline, into the corner. Wide open three-point shot from the right wing is no good. Rebound up high, going to be stolen by star Thomas Rawdells. And on the other end, the Falcons press the ball, and it's fouled and rewarded on the other end. Foul's going to be called against number 20, against Jenkins. To the free throw line now goes Raquel Hunt, looking to get into the score sheet with about 73 seconds left to go.
Star Thomas pretty aggressive tonight. I mean, she's good size, but she's using it tonight. Got a block. That's an aggressive rebound, outlet pass, get the break going.
There was one analysis that you made. I don't know if you feel like that's true when it comes to women's basketball, but you once said on the Big Boy Sports Show during the crossover years and years ago, you said a comment that has always stayed with me. You said that oftentimes, small players have to prove they can, while big players got to prove that they can't.
Yeah, big guys always got to prove.
Steal by Madison Presley, looking like a safety on that one. Up to Raquel Hunt. She drives to the basket and scores with a layup. Nice job that time by her on the play.
Little guys got to prove they can play. Big guys got to prove they can't. In other words, big people, you're tall, you'll keep getting chances after chances. Until little guy got to prove, can you play?
33-8, under a minute to go. Ball in the backcourt's being knocked away. Nice job that time. End of the game, getting ready to see Zandra Moore, and that was nice seeing her getting her first action of the night and being aggressive on her first opportunity. So nice job by her right now in the game. Falcons still full court pressure, 47 seconds to go. Ball is trickling and rolling around. I like how the official just let that ball fully roll. It was like the slow roll out of bounds there, Myron.
It looked like a baseball game. It's like, is it a fair or foul bunt? Which is it going to stay? It's going to stay inside the line or outside the line?
All right, coming up in just about 42 seconds, we'll check in with a sideline interview with Super Prep Live Miles Perry. And looking for some space to operate right now. 39.7 seconds to go. Raquel Hunt going to throw it in now. Madison Presley now has it. Pass to the right wing. Working the ball back in the hands of Raquel Hunt. Raquel Hunt with 3 first-half points off the bench right now. Ball in the hands of star Thomas Rodells, who goes to the lane and is fouled, trying to get a shot off the basket. Nice job. And again, Myron, to your point, we're seeing a little bit more, and that's what we're talking about. Experience, time. Star Thomas is starting to feel more comfortable. We're seeing some big contributions for her.
Yeah, she took a power dribble and was going to power through for try to get an and one bucket, got fouled. Misses the free throw, but still the fact that she's been aggressive tonight. She's got good size on her.
So that's something that the Falcons will be able to use to their advantage, but she had to get comfortable, and you can tell that this team, who is getting to know their coach, we can tell that this Falcons girls team is continuing to grow and get better as Star Thomas Rodells knocks down the second shot. Stood by Raquel Hunt. Bounce pass over to Zandra Moore. Tries to finish with the layup. She can't get it. And then Raquel Hunt is fouled on the putback attempt. Nice job again, Raquel Hunt with the steal. Tried to get the ball to Zandra Moore, who missed the 2, but Raquel Hunt got the rebound on that one. Raquel Hunt having an opportunity to get some good minutes in this game and performing well. Shot is up, and she knocks that one down. Good form on that shot that time by Hunt. She's got 4 first-half points.
She said, I know what I'm doing. It's a nice pass on the layup attempt that was missed, but still was a good pass by her.
Front rim shot no good this time. Rebound. Backcourt pressure being applied. 9 seconds on the clock. Madison Presley waiting and being harassed when she get it was Hallman's going to be stolen that time by Zandra Moore. On the other end, Zandra Moore tries to finish with the scoop shot as time expires. And Raquel Hunt gets the final rebound before we go. Going into half right time, it's time to check and go courtside real quick with Miles Perry. Miles, who you got?
Hey, guys, I'm back with Lady Millwood Falcons head coach LaToya Jackson. Coach Jackson, defense. And you saw it in the first half there. Are you pleased?
Better. It's a little better. We can be better, right? That's what I'm going to go talk about at halftime. Just keeping our man contained. We're giving up too many lanes to the basket, so we got to keep our defense a little bit tighter.
And something else you emphasized in pregame was making shots. You guys are hitting shots today. So, what do you think about that?
It can be better, right? As a coach, I mean, I'm more pleased with the execution of the play, but we got to. I feel like we can finish a lot more than what we're doing.
Thank you, Coach. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, Miles, for that. It's time for us to take a timeout. We'll be back. It's time to get into the Love Student of the Month halftime report. That's coming up in just a few minutes. Right now, we'll take a break. This is Millwood Falcon basketball, of course, brought to you by SSM Health, First Security Bank, Love Student of the Month, Bank First, and Super Prep. here with the Love Student of the Month halftime report right now. Myron, looking at the numbers right now, Crossing Christian really only got 1 point in the second frame tonight, and that's really a telltale of what we've really seen. 8 points in the first half of this game, and it's simply been because of the relentless nature of what Millwood has done. Miles talked to Coach Jackson coming in there. The shots are falling tonight, and you're seeing a little bit more aggressive play, but she still wanted to see a little bit more crisper, in the half-court set. That's where they still haven't mastered that side of the ball yet. In transition and doing those other areas of the game, they've been extremely effective, forcing 13 first-half turnovers against the Knights. And
that's the key. Those 13 turnovers have often led to breakaway layups and easy points for them. And they haven't had a lot of just half-court offense they've had to deal with. But their pressure defense, whether it's coming out of just the press or just even the half-court defense, they've been able to get out on the floor and use their athleticism and quickness to get some easy layups. And if they do that in the second half, the numbers will continue to grow.
Now, looking at things from the Falcons' perspective right now individually, you've got 2 players with 8 points each, in Courtney McCarroll with 8, Lauren Carey with 8. But what's impressive about Lauren Carey's stat line is those 5 steals. I mean, she's been outright criminal. I mean, if you had to prosecute her tonight for the defense that she's playing tonight, she'd be going away for a long time.
Yeah, and some of us, like I said, just picking the pocket of the dribbler. And you can tell Crossings, their guards, their players are kind of getting frustrated because they're under so much pressure, just getting the ball past midcourt. Then when you do that, the pressure does not let up. So Mills can just totally control the first half.
And there was an occasion when you made the comment when Lauren Carey simply took the ball from the player and they didn't even make an effort to get back. No. That's how demoralizing it has been. You have Mariah Gaston coming in with 7 points tonight, also in with 2 assists. Raquel Hunt off the bench, 4 points, 2 assists, 4 rebounds, and 2 steals in her own right. Caden Williams has in the game. She has not scored in the game right now. Reagan Carey, 2 points, 2 assists, 3 rebounds, 1 steal in the contest. Zandra Moore came in with 1 steal in the contest. Star Thomas Roddels, you talked about her, Myron, a lot. 3 points, 1 rebound, 1 block, and 1 steal in the contest overall. Ariana Ingman came in the game. She did not get into the scoring sheet at all. Kalia Hines did come away with the steal overall, but that is the stat sheet for the Falcons. So in the second half of this game, basically this is one of the things where you don't want to get caught in just establishing bad habits if you're the Falcons right now. So what do you expect from them coming out in the second half to do, and then what do you expect the Knights to try to adjust to, or what can they do to try and get themselves rolling and getting some points just in general in the game?
Well, from Millwood's standpoint, first off, Coach is never going to be happy when she talked to Miles about what she wanted to see in the second half and kind of keeping them sharp. So continue doing what they're doing. If you're Crossings, you want to see, can you just get the ball past midcourt, run your offense. It's very few times they made them just to run their offense and get good looks, get shots. You'll want to hit the shots, obviously, but can you at least get the shots up? If they do that, that's going to be progress. I'm sure they feel that if they get some shots up, they'll hit their fair share. To be honest, they're not going to come back and win the game, but then that's what you're looking to do that can build for the future.
So now time to get back and get ready for the second half. But before we do, for those who are listening on the radio tonight, we're going to pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to OKC Sports Radio 105.3.
OKC Sports Radio, KINB 105.3 FM HD1. Kingfisher, Oklahoma City, a Perry Broadcasting Station.
All right, back to live action here. Once again, you're listening to and watching on PPBC TV tonight. Happy to have you with us tonight. The original starters are back on the floor for the Falcons. Of course, that is Mariah Gaston, Reagan Carey, Courtney McCarroll, Reagan Carey, Caden Williams, and Maddie Presley are on the floor right now. Got a foul called in the opening seconds of the frame as the Falcons came set.
9 whole seconds and we got our first foul.
So here we go, set to go. Ball trying to get the ball to the wing. Contact. McCarroll fires. Top of the key. Reagan Carey, toe on the line. Shot no good. Rebound by McCarroll. The Falcons are coming out with a lot of energy, at least, to hustle and make the little things work. So the ball is thrown away in this particular case. And the Falcons will now be on defense for the first time in the second half. 35 8 is the score as it stands right now. Going up and battling. So here we go. Back to live action. Mariah Gaston covering from the sideline here. Going to throw the ball in, down low, nobody covered. Easy basket there for Amaya Van Zandt. She now has in the game itself, she now has 6 in the game of the team's 10 points. Rotating the ball around, Madison Presley. Cross-court pass, Falcons kind of sloppy, going to end up to a steal. On the other end, Van Zandt goes to the basket. She can't get it to fall that time. Rebound pulled down by McCarroll. Falcons fire it ahead, ball tipped away. Right now the Knights have a little bit more bounce. Coach Jackson, this is something that she really wants to see differently here. So Star Thomas Rawdells comes in as Kaden Williams checks out of the game right now.
Yeah, so we'll see if she can get a little bit more of that aggressive nature again like she saw in the first half.
McCarroll, wide open 3 from the left wing. Shot no good. Rebound pulled down by the Knights. Knights get the ball ahead. Falcon defense does not get back to the lane and score the basket that time. So it looks like Sophie Starkey gets her first basket of the night. She scores that and gets the foul that time. Foul's going to be called on Mariah Gaston, getting called with the foul that time. So a chance to complete the 3-point play. Score still 35-12, 6:36 to go. But right now, if you're the coach, you got to be happy right now about the energy, about how things are going right now. Back rims that shot no good there.
Yeah, if you're crossing, sure, that's you want to still see some fight in your young ladies, despite the big deficit, and he's getting that.
On the other end, ball in the corner, working around the offense. Mariah Gaston from the free throw line. Free throw jumper is pure. Nice job by Mariah Gaston, trying to become the first Falcon in double-digit scoring tonight. She's got 9 tonight. Shot high off the glass. Star Thomas Rawdells gets the rebound there. Now to the lane. Going to throw it cross court over. Lauren Carey, who checked in the game with the runner. Shot no good. Star Thomas Rawdells with the rebound and the putback, Myron. Nice shot again by Star Thomas.
Like I said, she ate some extra Cheerios or something, man. Another spoonful of sugar or something.
So Star Thomas Rawdells ends up getting the miss and knows what to do with it, battling down low. She did a great job of scoring the basket that time. Got to give her a lot of credit that time. She's got 5 on the night. Ball back in the hands now of Mariah Gaston as the Falcons go to reset their offense.
It's not, and it's her. It's not just the numbers. It's the activity, and with her size, that can have a big impact on a game.
So continuing to work the ball around. And the coach obviously knows who's putting in the work tonight. Star Thomas Rawdells again. Pass on the block. She turns and fires. What a nice job. Star Thomas Rawdells with another basket. She's got 7.
Shaq says, give me the ball.
So now working the ball across the timeline. Falcons playing down. Got to play a little bit better defense on the half-court set now. Almost a travel there by Van Zandt. 41-12 is the score. Ball back up top. A crease. No one cuts off the switch. Ball knocked out of bounds.
Star with the block.
Star coming up with the block that time. That's her second block of the night. Early nomination for Beast on the block tonight is going to be Star Thomas Rawdells, Myron.
Yes, she is. Now, I'm going to let you call her a Beast, though.
Well, you know, you're talking about it in the game itself.
Okay.
Reagan Carey checks out of the game. Madison Presley.
I didn't say that.
So now going to throw the ball in above the circle at the arc, driving down. As Van Zandt going to get contact as Lauren Carey tried to dig that one out. She's going to get called with the foul there. Her second foul, team foul number 2. 4:49 to go in the third. Falcons up big, 41-12. Kiss off the glass, another easy money basket. So nobody rotates down as Van Zandt gets another easy basket there, Myron.
Carlson still got a little life in them. They're down big, but they're still playing hard.
So trying to get the ball down low to Star Thomas. The ball ricochets out. It's going to be off the hands of Mariah Gaston, and it will be Knights basketball now. 4:31 to go. Van Zandt going to throw it in. Bounce pass in. Covering. Across the timeline. Falcons in man-to-man defense. Presley covering Van Zandt. Spin in the lane. Thomas Waddell's defends it well, deflects the pass, disrupts the play, and the Knights are now left scrambling on the ground, and a timeout's going to be called on the floor right now, Myron.
Got some activity going on here. Big lead, but still a lot of action.
Yeah, a lot of action right now. We'll check in with Miles Perry here in just a few minutes following out of this timeout, get his thoughts a little bit on the play of, what he thinks of the play of star Thomas Waddell's overall of what's going on. And I'll be interested to hear what he says about that. But as it stands in the quarter right now, Millwood has scored 6. The Knights have scored 6, Myron. It's been impressive early on in this. And, overall in this game, you're looking for players to define themselves and use this opportunity as another chance to get better, play better, do things in a different fashion. And right now, we're seeing that overall from the Falcons. You have to be impressed by what they've brought to the table tonight.
Yes, you are, and I'm just checking out both huddles, and both coaches are going at it. You wouldn't know it's such a big lead by either team. Coach Jackson, she's demonstrating different things of her teammates, her team, and she's still coaching hard despite the fact they got a big lead. And you want to know the ones that's going to continue to play hard.
That's what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Let's check in real quick with Miles Perry right now. Miles, we're seeing a lot of the Falcon bench players getting into action, from Kalia Hines to star Thomas Waddell to Raquel Hunt. But star Thomas Waddell has really been impressive tonight, getting in the game coming off the bench.
I think it's big for the team this year. I think this is a great, I know it's a 30-point game right now, but I think it's all great for the bench players to get in. And it's, experience, right? We talk about this all the time, Maurice. The playoffs around the corner. If all your players got experience, anybody can play any moment in the game.
That's exactly right, Miles. I appreciate that. Thank you for that update real quick. Going right back to work. 3-point shot by Kalia Hines knocks it down. Kalia Hines doing a great job on that shot, Myron. And talking about getting your team ready to play and being able to take advantage of all situations to the best of your ability.
And that's what these, despite you're not playing the scoreboard, especially with your bench players that are getting in there, getting some valuable experience. You want to feel like they're going to execute and do the things you got to do to win games for later on when the contests are a lot closer.
And that's what you're hoping to continue to work on and develop and get out of the best out of those players. So that's what you really want to see. So as it is, that shot falls that time for Amaya Van Zandt. 1 of 2, she goes at the free throw line. Rebound pulled down by star Thomas Waddell's. Going to work the ball around, down to the corner. McCarroll, wide open 3-point shot from the corner. Shot no good. Battling underneath. Coming away, the Knights now have it. Lauren Carey harassing in the backcourt. 3:12 to go, 44-17. Contact. Foul's going to be called against McCarroll. Her 3rd foul of the night. So Ariana Engman now comes in for star Thomas Waddell's. 44-17 is what it is right now. Ball deflected. Madison Presley comes away with the steal this time. Presley down the lane. Shot up. No good, but she'll go to the free throw line. So 44-17 is the score. And then taking a look at some of the basic stats tonight for the Crossing Christian. That is, we're talking about turnovers in the second half. They've calmed them down quite a bit, Myron, but as it stands, that's 16 turnovers on the night total.
Yeah, and that's the big stat of the game, other than the score, obviously. It's the turnovers they've had. And just not even, those are scoring opportunities you don't even get to take advantage of. Of course, it's leading to easy buckets from Millwood. That's why they control the game from the very start and have a big lead.
So Reagan Carey returns as Lauren for her sister Lauren Carey. So you've got Presley, Engman, Reagan Carey, Kalia Hines, and McCarroll. As Presley gets the rebound, shoots, fouled, will go right back to the free throw line.
She wanted more free throws. She said, I can't be missing both. Give me another do-over. Pretty impressive. She comes on, gets her own rebound off of the missed free throw.
It really is. Again, that's the effort that Coach Jackson is trying to get from every player on the roster. Presley starting to get a little warm here. Only 3 points on the night so far for her, but there's still plenty of opportunities for her to get more. But the situation is she just has not had the type of performance that we're used to seeing offensively from her tonight. But everybody's entitled to a little off game here and there, Myron. It's what they do with the magic and the opportunities they have.
And they're going to retain possession of the ball despite her missing that second free throw. Another one of those ninth graders that Millwood always seems to find.
So 45-17 is the score, 2:54 to go. Going to throw the ball up top. Reagan Carey has it on the left wing over to Kalia Hines. Hines cross court over to Madison Presley. Skip pass to the opposite wing. Ball on the left. Now in the middle to the right. Steady dribble. McCarroll looking. 2:40 to go, 45-17. Over to Presley on the right. Working the ball strictly around the arc right now. Reagan Carey from the elbow. Now cross, skip pass to the left wing now. Falcons really trying to work on the clock a little bit here. Going to draw a foul that time against number 4 on Haley Brinkle. Team foul number 5 for crossing. So that will put Courtney McCarroll to the free throw line shooting 2. She knocks down the first one. McCarroll now with 10 points tonight. 46-17. She knocks down the second one. 47-17, 2:24 to go. The Falcons still full court pressure. Kalia Hines now harassing Jenkins in the back court. Hines trying to be aggressive. Screens, trying to set her free. Kalia Hines stays with it and is going to get called with the foul there. And I really don't agree. Or are they going to call that foul against someone else?
Looks like both teams going to Millwood's end of the floor, so I guess it's against crossings.
So if that's the case, Kalia Hines going to the free throw line here. Looks like they're going to call that foul against Hadley Holman. But Kalia Hines at the free throw line, trying to add on to her 3.
She's being a pest, just kind of in the way, swiping at the ball, making it difficult for you to get it past midcourt.
And the second one is good for Kalia Hines. 49-17. Throwing the ball. Ball at the free throw line, now back to the deep corner. Trying to rotate the ball. Kalia Hines with another steal. She's got a burst. She's got a step. To the basket she goes. She's fouled and could not get it to drop. But a nice job on ball pressure, shooting the passing lane, Myron, getting the interception and taking the ball to the hole.
Yeah, she's just really quick shooting at the passing lane. And now Coach not happy she missed the layup. And that's one thing I'm sure she's going to work on tomorrow and the rest of the week, because your better teams will make you pay for that. And they've had a number of missed layups tonight. I know there's some contact involved, but if you're going to shoot it, you might as well hit it.
50-17, 1:52 to go in the third. Kalia Hines getting ready to line up another one. Hines spins it, fires, shot no good that time. But the rebound by Reagan Carey, and the putback is good. 52-17. Falcons continuing to get it going. Falcons have now outscored them 19-8 in the frame. Shot inside, rolling to the basket. I don't know if that was a pass or a shot. But Amaya Van Zant will say, I'll take it either way. 52-19. Reagan Carey drives inside. Ball going to be stolen by the Knights that time. They reset with 67 seconds to go in the third. Falcons still remain a man-to-man defense. Just inside the free throw line, shot up is no good that time by Olivia Neal. On the other end, Mariah Gaston gets the rebound and scores the basket as she jets up the floor, going coast to coast.
That was a nice, strong layup, went through some traffic, finished off the play.
54-19. And they're going to call traveling the call. And the pressure can sometimes be so strong by the Falcons overall. Tonight, Myron, it's one of those situations where you feel pressure even though if there really isn't any.
Yeah. I was just about to praise him for getting some good looks here in the third quarter. I know Millwood's not pressing full court like they were in the first half or three-quarter, but still they're playing pretty good half-court defense, and Crossing's got some good looks, as evidenced by the fact they put up, 11 points here in this quarter.
54-19, 9 seconds to go. In the third, going to swing it around. McCarroll fires with 3 seconds on the clock. Shot no good, rebound pulled down by the Knights, and that will do it for the end of the third as the Falcons lead 54-19. Going to take a quick timeout. We'll come back. On the other side of the break, another update from Super Prep Live on the other side. This is Millwood Falcon Basketball, brought to you by Love Student of the Month, First Security Bank, SSN Health, Bank First, and Super Prep Live.
On rising vehicle repair costs. Those who qualify can pick their plan, coverage, and repair shop. Roadside service, towing, and rental cars included. All covered repairs get paid directly to the repair shop for you. Call now for your free quote. Call 800-373-5114. 800-373-5114.
Welcome back. Crossing Christian. Maurice Prince, Myron Patton. And now time for a quick floor update from Super Prep Live, Miles Perry.
Hey, guys. The game is going as planned as we talked to Coach earlier. Oh, my fault. Back to the camera. Guys, the game is going as planned as we talked about earlier. I always want to ask you guys some questions. I know it's supposed to be an update, but what do you guys think about the game so far as the plan executed by Millwood here today?
All right, Miles, thank you so much. And that answer to that question is quite simply this. They're going by script. They are attacking. They are doing exactly what's in the DNA for Coach Jackson. And to be the team that she wants them to be, they just got to learn to stop playing through those low minutes, Miles. Thank you so much going off with that. So, Myron, I mean, what do you think in terms of script based upon what Coach Jackson had requested?
Yeah, I think it's following what she wanted. She came out with that pressure defense three-quarter for a reason. She thought it would lead to some turnovers. It did. That was the key to the game, and even the half-court defense as well. But like any coach, she's going to find something to complain about and get them on to work on practice tomorrow.
You said find something to complain about, Myron.
I'm just being honest.
I mean, our coach is really that way as that shot was made on the interior there.
Gotta find something, say, hey, you need to work on this, that, and they're not a perfect team, because everything is being geared toward tournament time, and because you want to, your conference and things of that nature, but hey, they're trying to win a championship.
Ball's knocked out of bounds, and it will be as Raquel Hunt's going to get called for the turnover here as she's in the game. So Raquel Hunt on the game right now. Carrington Threat in the game along with Reagan Carey and Mariah Gaston on the floor right now overall for the team. So Van Zant being harassed. Ball stolen by Reagan Carey, and Reagan Carey is going to get pushed out of bounds. Team foul number 1 going to be called against the Lady Knights. Van Zant picked up her third foul of the night. 57-21 is the score right now. And so now Ingman has come into the game. So Lauren Carey is in. And on the other side, was that
a corner three?
A corner three. Was that Maddie Presley who knocked that one down? Shot from the wing. On that last shot, Marvin, was that Maddie Presley who got that one?
No, that wasn't. I'll be honest, I can't make out a number because of her hair.
Okay, that's got to be number. Was that Lauren? That was Lauren Carey who knocked that one down. So as it stands right now, so 60-21 is the score. 6 minutes to go in this contest. Maddie Presley is going to work the ball back in the hands of Lauren Carey. Lauren Carey over to Ingman. Ingman drives baseline, spins, turns, fires, and knocks it down. Nice move there. Nice shot by Ingman.
So I got a little offensive game too.
Showing a little sauce, showing a little tools in the tool chest there. On the cutting off, man-to-man defense. Ball from the perimeter, shot no good. Rebound pulled down by Madison Presley, who fires it ahead to Lauren Carey. Lauren Carey on the other end scores. Looked like a touchdown pass to me, Myron.
Right on the money. Here in stride.
So as Madison Presley getting the assist on that play right there. Ball on the right wing. Looking for space. There is none. Falcon defense has been smothering all night long. 64-21. Just a dominant performance by the Falcons. At the top of the key, firing 4-3, shot no good. Rebound going to be pulled down by Carrington 3. It's going to be a jump ball situation that will remain with the Knights.
Yeah, despite the big lead, they're still coming out playing really aggressive defense, on ball, off, and just doing a good job making life difficult for crossings.
4:45 to go. Trying to get the ball inbounded, going to throw it up high. Caught, elbow. Backing it out to the top of the key, looking for a screen. Raquel Hunt doing a good job of denying the lane. They have to reset and back the ball out. Falcons again on the switch this time. Now Lauren Carey playing up top. This Falcon unit here can switch all matchups, especially above the circle. Madison Presley punches the ball loose. To the basket she goes with the left hand and scores. Maddie Presley with the steal and the deal. Nice job by her. Deep three-point shot on the other end is no good. Rebound pulled down that time by Ingman. Carrington 3 trying to get across the timeline. Nice job. Nice steal by the Knights. Hustle, hustle, hustle. Has the ball, throws it back in. And the Falcons are there to retrieve the steal and steal it.
The Steeler got it stole.
Ingman with the little baby hook shot, no good. Ball goes out. It will be Knight basketball.
Hey, I think both teams will sleep well tonight. They're expending a lot of energy.
3:37 to go in this one right now, 21-66. Coming across the timeline now. Ball on the right wing, dribbling. Pass nearly stolen. Ingman disruptive on that pass, trying to tie it up. Trap. Ball stolen by Raquel Hunt. Hunt leading it. Bounce pass over to Maddie Presley. Beautiful seam pass. But she wasn't able to score that one. Across the timeline. Falcons pull back on the pressure. Still remaining man-to-man right now. They switch on that ball screen. Ball stolen that time by Maddie Presley. Presley's got 5. She wants to get 7, drive to the basket, can't get it to score that time. She got too deep under the rim, could not score that one. And then somehow, some way, she steals it and then is fouled. And now we'll go to the free throw line shooting too. That was a kind of a crazy sequence there, Myron.
Yeah, she's creating a contact, but you're right, she got too far underneath the basket. He started a little bit further out, create a better angle.
So Presley swishes that one. Presley now with 6. And of course, it's hit that accursed number that everybody talks about, Myron. 6-7.
Hey.
So now going to work here. Presley shoots and knocks it down. 68-21, 2:28 to go. So Kalia Hunt now checks in. Okay, I'm sorry, Kalia Hines checks in. Comes in the game now for Madison Presley. 2:11 to go, working the ball around. Kalia Hines comes in with a fresh set of energy, and she's bringing the intensity right there on her on-ball defense. Trying to pass it inside, pass deflected, and then
layup.
Yeah, she was right there under the rim. She could have shot it. Instead, it's going to end up being another steal by Raquel Hunt, who goes to the basket, throws it up high. Wasn't able to get that one to fall. And the Lady Knights end up with it. Drive on the front of the basket on the other end. Shot up by Jenkins. Back to the free throw line she goes. So Lauren Carey getting called for the foul. So Justine Jenkins at the free throw line now. Knocks that one down. 68-22 in this quarter. The Falcons have outscored them 14-3 as it stands right now. Back rims that one. And this time, shot by Hines is no good. Driving. Shot off the glass, no good that time for the Knights. It's going to be a jump ball situation. It should be Falcon ball. As Kalia Hines, one of the smallest players on the floor, mixing it up, trying to get the rebound there. So Zandra Moore now checks in. Checks in and on the floor. And it looks like Lauren Carey is now out of the game. Turnover there on the offensive set by the Falcons. So 43 seconds to go. Ball across the timeline now. Here comes Neal. Neal being covered by Kalia Hines. The Falcons switch. Raquel Hunt. Defense, pass. Zandra Moore comes up with it. Zandra Moore to the cup. She drives. Round the basket. It falls in. Zandra Moore, the beneficiary of a steal on that one. She gets her steal and the deal.
It's a tough layup she made, too.
70-22 as it stands right now. Passing it to the corner, ball deflected out of bounds. Nice hustle again by Raquel Hunt. 7.5 seconds to go. Back to live action. The final seconds will tick away. And that will be the final of this game as the Falcons are able to win by the score of 70-22. Going to have check in with Miles Perry, Super Prep Live in just a minute as he will talk to the winning coach in just a moment. You know, Myron, when we start talking about the game overall on how, you know, this game was, it went to script. I'll be interested to hear what Coach Jackson's comments are. And we'll hear what she has to say about how the team played, because overall the team did an outstanding job this evening. Let's go ahead and see if we can hear, as he's got the player of the game down there, Mariah Gaston.
Welcome back to Super Live. I'm Miles Perry here with the player of the game, Mariah Gaston. Mariah, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. What was it like tonight having that big win against Crosses?
It felt good. It felt good to be back with my team and getting a big team win.
And how was it a great win after bouncing back from Sobo?
Yes, definitely was. Definitely was. We definitely got our confidence back and everything, so we good now.
Mariah, now you're a senior. What's some goals you have for yourself this year?
This year, I just that's what the Thunder do. This year, I just want to develop my skill and just incorporate all my teammates, just to scoring and just having fun together.
Now, Mariah, thank you. We're going to talk to Coach real quick.
All right.
Coach Jackson, big win, great team win. How you feeling?
It's a good one to bounce back, right? I thought we did some things better, a lot better in the second half. We focused on finishing, and we made our free throws, so I was super proud of how we responded in the second half.
Coach, now moving forward, what's some of the goals you got going around down the stretch?
We go to the Bartersville tournament. We start that on Thursday. So my goal is to go to a tournament and try to get a tournament championship, right? Obviously, we want to take one game at a time, but that's our next step, right? Is to go into a 6A tournament and, make our mark.
Well, Coach, wish nothing but the best luck and go win that Barnesville tournament. Thank you. Back to you guys.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Miles, player of the game, and he had the right player of the game. She ended up tonight overall 14 points, 2 assists. You're talking about 3 rebounds on the night overall for her, but she was the engine that made it go. When they got into an offensive flow, her ability to knock down the jump shots, Myron, was simply impressive overall.
Yeah, because everything's not going to be a layup or a steal or, run out, things of that nature. So she's kind of like the quarterback of the team, did a really good job, and well deserved of the award tonight.
One of the most impressive numbers tonight is the Falcons forced 22 turnovers tonight. And overall in the game, there were multiple pockets in the game in which the Falcons kept crossing the Lady Knights to scoring 5 points or less. 1 point in the second, 3 points in the fourth. Overall, the defense was the same mentality no matter which lineup she put out there, no matter which angle they worked. They just played extremely well in doing that overall tonight.
Yeah, you heard Coach talk about some of those things and what she liked, and she looked at the Douglas game, obviously, that didn't finish well, and of course the better defense. So good performance by them.
All right, let's go back to Miles Perry right now. Miles, you got a special guest with you. Who you got with you?
I have a very special guest with me, the head coach of Crossings basketball team, Renzai Stone. Coach Stone, how are you?
Doing great. Excited about tonight's game.
Coach Stone, this is a big game. 2 of the top teams in the state, regardless of class. Coach, what was the game plan going into tonight?
Well, every game we go into, it's about rebounding. It's about playing hard. It's about getting back on D. It's about being patient on offense, and we're going to try to do that tonight.
And Coach Stone, it's your first year as a head coach, for Crossings. How's that going?
I'm learning a lot every day, every game.
Well, Coach, I appreciate you for coming on.
All right, have a good game.
Thank you very much, Miles. So we will go ahead and transition and get you set for the men's game. We'll be back in 1 minute. For those who are listening on KINB, of course, on OKC Sports Radio, we will let you get set and get ready for Blue basketball as they will be taking on a team from the Valley of the Sun coming up here in just a few minutes. We'll be back in 1 minute and get you set to go for the men's basketball game. This is Millwood Falcon basketball.
Hey sports fans, get ready to step into the world of championships with Super Prep Live, hosted by Miles Perry, only on OKC Sports Radio 105.3 FM. Dive deep into the lives of high school and college athletes with exclusive interviews and insight that reveals what makes them great. Follow Super Prep across all social networks to never miss a moment. It's Super Prep Live with Miles Perry. Tune in, get inspired, and stay connected. Visit OKCSportsRadio.com.
Injuries don't wait for business hours. Now you can be seen 24/7 for sports injuries. Whether you have a sprain or a broken bone, at the SSM Health Bone and Joint Injury Clinic at 13401 Northwestern.
Welcome back to Millwood Basketball, presented by SSM Health, First Security Bank, Love Student of the Month, Bank First, and Super Prep. There may not be, Myron, a hotter team in Class 3A. There may not be a hotter team in the state of Oklahoma than the 3A number 1 ranked mighty Millwood Falcons. The Falcons made another argument that they're the best team in the state by beating Class 4A number 1, the Douglas Trojans, on Saturday night. The emotions and the pride of that game and the game itself was electric. The game was tight early, but once the Falcons locked in and took the lead, they never looked back. The Falcons are 12-2 this season and remain focused on one goal: compete, fight, and strive to win one game at a time. Myron, you were at the game on Saturday. Your general thoughts about how the boys' teams performed against the Douglas Trojans?
Well, they performed very well. It was a heck of a game, and both teams are two of the better teams in the state. But Millwood, kind of like what we saw with the women's game earlier, their defense is what really kind of took over for them in the second quarter. It was close in the first, but they're kind of a half-court, three-quarter trap took over, and Douglas had a lot of turnovers. And Millwood, as you know, they've got a deep bench, and that's what kind of widened out the lead. And they took control then and really kept Douglas at bay the rest of the way.
Now the Falcons are focused for another great challenge tonight. Of course, they face tonight Class 4A number 3, the Crossing Christian Knights. Now they improved to 7-4 after beating Class 6A Mustang back at the Mustang Invitational on New Year's Eve, 81-43. Now this team will not be intimidated by the Falcons. They are deep, they have a strong defensive mentality, and they can shoot the ball. Buckle up, everybody. This could be a very good game. I'm sure Miles Perry will be hearing from Coach Dorian Williams here in just a few minutes. But Myron, when you talk about Crossing, the defense, the shooting, the ability to hustle on the floor, that is some of the staples of this team. And they're looking, just as you said earlier against the women's game and the girls' game earlier, to find a way to measure themselves, and no better way than trying to take down Class 3A number 1.
Yeah, Millwood's done a really good job playing a heck of a schedule. They played some out-of-state tournaments and things of that nature. And the thing about Millwood, there's not one guy you say, well, we stopped this guy, we got him. No, they've got a full team, and that includes guys off the bench. They've got size, they've got athleticism, they've got poised leaders, and obviously good coaching. So they're going to be tough to handle. I've known Renzai since he was a player at Jinx himself, and of course in college as well. They've got some really good athletes, and more if they're like Renzai, they won't mind a physical game.
All right, we got another special guest down there talking to head coach of the Millwood Falcons. Of course, we're talking about the one and only Dorian Williams.
Yes, Maurice, the one and only Dorian Williams. Welcome back to Super Live. I'm Miles Perry at the Crossing Millwood game here with the head coach of Millwood Falcons, Coach Dorian Williams. Coach, how are you doing?
Good, how are you?
You're coming off a big win against Douglas. How are you guys prepared for tonight, though?
It's so hard during these weeks, man. You have one really good game, and then you have another really good game. So we put those games behind us, man, and like I said, just focus on improvement. Focus on getting better, and as long as we do that, we'll be prepared for March, and that's what's important.
Now, Coach, I've been talking to a lot of people about the poise of your team. You have an older team with a old core, some young players, but you're so poised. So does it stem down from you?
No, that's the other coaches. That's my assistants. They the poised ones, right? And I'm probably the crazy one. But no, seriousness, you just said it. We got some mature guys, some older guys. They push along the freshmen and make it a collective thing, man, and it's been working for us.
Well, Coach, what's some of the game plan tonight against a good Crossing team that just won the Mustang Invitational? And how do you contain their shooting? They can shoot the ball.
Man, just compete. Try to keep their shot selection down and make it tough for them. But they're a really good ball club, so we got our hands full tonight.
Well, Coach, good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.
Thank you, Miles. Hey, Myron, again, one of the things you talk about, the poise of the Falcons, being battle-tested, winning, you're talking about the Tournament of Champions, winning against Douglas. He says another good team, but what this does is they were just on the road. They took on the Elite Boys League basketball team just a few weeks ago. They've been on the road. They've seen some of the bigger stages. This is a championship caliber built team. So when you start talking about that, it doesn't take a lot to basically to try to rattle them. They've been in so many different environments, but they stay even. They stay humble. That's just a testament to the great coaching that you're seeing from the Falcon coaching staff and Coach Dorian Williams.
Well, and Saturday night, I think, is a good example of that. Now, there was a lot of Millwood fans there as well, but it's on Douglas's court, and they got down early in the first quarter, and but they stay within themselves, do what they do, and they end up coming back to take the lead by halftime and then winning by double digits. And their guard plays really strong. I mean, with Isaiah Wilkes and Chris Clay, and then you got Amari Barrett on the front line, Mr. Activity, I call him. And then, of course, you bring in guys off the bench. They don't lose there as well. They're going to be a tough out for anybody, not just tonight, but throughout the season to be dealt with, because they've got everything you want. And, of course, the head coach, Dorian Williams, was a heck of a player back during his playing days, and now, of course, as a coach, he's already got a state championship under his belt. So they got a heck of a program going. This should be a fun game tonight, though, because Crossing's they not only won the Mustang Invitation, but won it big, beating Mustang in Mustang. So this should be a really, really fun game tonight.
Now, overall, when we start talking about it, we were talking about, I said the Elite Youth Boy League. I was talking about Link Academy. Link Academy, That's a team that they played. They ended up losing to them, and that was the team that they last lost to overall. So when you're sitting here talking about this team currently has won 5 games in a row since that game. But they take every loss, they take every opportunity and grow from it overall. And that's just something that they have to continue to do. They got to continue to build. But even still, you're saying they're a tough out for anybody, but everybody else wants to see their best, and they're going to bring their best against this team.
No doubt about it. You mentioned Link. That's one of the top prep schools in the country. It's come along the last 5-6 years. And Trey Johnson just played there a couple of years ago. He's in the NBA right now. And so to lose to them is certainly no shame, because they've always got some of the top talent in the country.
All right, it's time to get the starting lineup for these teams, and we're going to start with Millwood right now.
Number 2, senior Isaiah Wilkes. Number 3, Amari Barrett, senior. Number 5, senior Chris Clay. Number 21, junior Jacob Richards. And number 23, senior Jonathan Van Buren, Jr. Head coach Dwayne Williams. And for your Knights, number 1, sophomore Beckett Buckingham. Number 12, senior Raven Buckingham. Number 15, junior Rylan Sykes. Number 23, junior Bo Barber. And number 30, sophomore Slade Black. Head coach Menzies. The coach is going to Philip Bowman and Brandon Trout.
All right, Myron, can you confer the starting lineups tonight for Crossing Christian? Or did you able to get them all? Because he went through it really quick.
Yeah, he went through them pretty fast.
But don't worry, we'll get them all to you. But the starting lineups, of course, for the Millwood Falcons tonight is Isaiah Wilkes, Amari Barrett, Chris Clay, Javier Richards, and, of course, Jonathan Van Buren. So for the starters, looks like for Crossing tonight, we have Beckett Buckingham. We also have on the floor right now Brandon Buckingham, Rylan, number 15, Rylan Sykes, number 23, Bo Barber, and number 23, Slade Black. So we're going to go ahead and get this game started this evening. Thank you for tuning in tonight on PPBC TV. Maurice Prince, Myron Patton, and Super Prep Live controlling it. Javier Richards wins the tip, but it's going to be controlled early on by Crossing. Going to work right now. Falcons open up a man-to-man defense. Isaiah Wilkes starting the year 2026, of course, with his hair unbraided, unleashed, untapped. He passed it on the braids this time to Jonathan Van Buren. It looks like to start off the year. Going to work right now, Chris Clay. Working the ball around right now. Falcon defense doing well and harassing right now. 7:32 to go. Ball's going to be stolen this time. Chris Clay comes away with the steal. Going to work on the other side. Isaiah Wilkes fires it to the corner. Up fake. Amari Barrett glides to the back corner of the corner. Jonathan Van Buren, short corner jump shot is pure. What a confident shot there by Jonathan Van Buren. Amari Barrett with the assist. Falcons up early in this one, 2-0.
They share the ball really well, man, to find that open look.
Javier Richards covering up top, harassing Skies. Three-point shot from the corner is pure, and that shot is knocked down there by Bo Barber. 3-2 is the score right now, 6:51 to go. Thank you for tuning in tonight on PPBC TV. Working the ball around the perimeter. Ball to the corner. Chris Clay tries to get it inside to Amari Barrett. Barrett has it, throws it back out. Retrieved by Van Buren. Isaiah Wilkes into the lane with the runner. Shot no good. Rebound by Amari Barrett. Shot is going to be deflected out, and the ball is going to be Falcon basketball, Myron.
Both teams are really athletic, active, and excited to play each other tonight. I don't think there's any doubt in that.
6:28 to go. Isaiah Wilkes throwing in. and he gets it into Van Buren. Van Buren dips it down to the corner. Reset. 6:22 to go. 3-2 is the score. Going to swing it at the top. Chris Clay fires for three from the left corner. Shot no good. Rebound by Javier Richards, who turns and fires, but he's fouled.
Good board work there inside to give yourself another opportunity.
Team foul number 1 being called against the Knights. The Knights knocking down a three-point shot from the corner. One of the things that they can do, Myron, is they can lace the nets. Javier misses that first free throw there. Falcons going to have to be tight on the free throw line tonight. Free throws are only free if you make them. If not, they cost you.
Yeah, that one just barely caught the front of the rim.
Better lift on that one, but it back rim's no good. 0 for 2 on the line that time for Javier. 6:07 to go. Across the timeline we go. Falcons remain in man-to-man defense. They're not switching. They're going over and under the screens. I prefer them to go over the screens, not under. Working the ball around. Ball fake. Contact by Van Buren. Spinning in the lane. Going to turn and fire. Up fake. Drive in the lane. Step back. Trying to find it. Skip pass to the other side of the court. Shot from the wing is no good. Rebound by Amari Barrett. And on the other end, Barrett's going to be fouled, pressing the ball up the mark.
Like he's okay, kind of stayed down there for a while. I tell you, I'm hope you watch this on PPBC, because that TV, that was some great defense by Millwood. Guys moving their feet, covering up for each other, going from sideline to sideline, covering up shooters.
Javier with the almost to the connection from Isaiah Wilkes on the alley-oop attempt. Falcons miss on that one, but not by much. 5:22 to go. Trying to set up and fire. Up fake. Falcons' man-to-man defense has been solid to start the game up right now, for the exception of the opening possession by the Knights. Timeout has been called on the floor as Renzai Stone needs to talk it over with his team. Myron, we're talking about one of those type of things right now where the Falcons have just been efficient. The Falcons have been good. The Falcons have been stout. Their man-to-man defense, they move their feet. They prevent you from being able to rotate, get around, and move. And following this timeout, I'd like to check with Super Prep live down there, Miles Perry, following the timeout about his opening thoughts about the opening seconds of this game. But Myron, let me ask you real quick. I mean, how, and you talked about it, but how impressive, is Myron impressed by the Falcons' man-to-man defense?
Yeah, because they do all those things, move your feet and everything else, challenge shooters, but they also help defense. And then, of course, get back to your man. But while you're helping, if you can't, then somebody else rotates down, then you go get his area. I mean, they're very coordinated, and they're kind of like on a string with each other, each knowing what the other four are doing.
Miles, what's your thoughts about it?
I think their defense is tenacious. As you can see right now, they're very active hands are high. But I think that's just part of how Coach Dorian coaches. And I think that's why they've won in Sobol. I think it's going to be the reason they win today.
All right, going to work right now. Pass on the inside. Wasn't able to get the shot to fall. That's one of the few times the Falcons were a second late on rotating there. But it's going to send the Knights to the free throw line. We've been kind of stuck on this 3-2 for about 2.5 minutes here. Kind of surprised by that at the moment.
Yeah, they came out of the zone out of that timeout instead of a man. And Crossings found a crease in there and got a couple free throws, and he misses the first.
Chris Clay was called with the foul that time, but to Myron's point, right now, the Knights missed their free throw, and they go 0 for 2 on their first opportunity at the free throw line. Rebound pulled down by Van Buren to the corner. Isaiah Wilkes back up top. Amari Barrett up fake into the lane. Kick out. Isaiah Wilkes post up, elbow, jump shot is sweet. String music that time by Isaiah Wilkes. Off the Amari Barrett assist. Here comes.
Taking that jump shot to Louisiana, played for former OU guard Quantas White down there in his first season as a head coach.
Working the ball around. Falcons stepping out. The ball's going to be thrown away this time, or it's going to be knocked out of bounds. They remain, it says it remains with the Knights. 4:23 to go in the first. 4-3 is the score. Falcons up by 1. Hard-fought game. Points have been tough to come by early on in this game. Deep three-point shot. No good. Sky in to get it. Goes Van Buren. Van Buren over to Amari Barrett to the lane, to the corner. Chris Clay for 3. Shot does not draw iron, but it's knocked out of bounds. So it will be Falcon basketball. So a few substitutions coming in. The original Falcon 5 is still on the floor right now. Barrett misses it on the inbound. It's going to lead to a turnover. Going to swing it over, trying to get an empty basket, and they finally get an easy one that time by Rylan Skies. He gets a basket for them right there, and the score is 5-4. Knights back on top. Turnover that time by Amari Barrett. That set that all up. Chris Clay back up to Isaiah Wilkes, over to Van Buren. Van Buren to Javier, who was at the free throw line wide open and gave it up for a guy to shoot the 3. Myron, you can't stand it, but Isaiah Wilkes knows what to do with it when he gets it. Knocks down that 3.
It's over the top of the key. He says he's a better shooter than me.
5 points in the first for Wilkes, and now they're going to catch Chris Clay with that one. And Dorian does not like that call, because from this vantage point, it looked like Chris Clay went straight up. But Chris Clay's going to get called for the foul there. So substitution is Bryce Brown's going to have to come in for Chris Clay right now. So now they changed for the inbounds play here. Let's see how the Falcons pay attention right now and adjust. Falcons still remain in man-to-man, or excuse me, in a matchup zone is what it looks like. Bryce Brown covering on the edge against Buckingham. Fires to the outside, 3-point shot from the wing, and it's sweet music again as Bo Barber knocks down his second three-pointer of the quarter. And right now it is 8-7, 1-point advantage by the Knights. Bryce Brown setting the offense, set to go.
Well, they know they got to watch him because he's knocked down 2 quick threes.
To the corner, Van Buren, and Van Buren with the head fake draws it with the hezzy and drives into the basket and tries to get to the lane. Was not able to do so right there. So it is the third team foul against the Knights. 2:42 to go.
When you get open look, you got to get that shot up because both these defenses close out really, really quick and hard.
Javier looking over to Bryce Brown on the inbounds. Amari Barrett inside, goes to the basket and scores. Off the Bryce Brown assist, Amari Barrett now with his first basket of the night. Falcons back up by 1. Across the timeline, looking for space to operate, driving inside, turning in fire. Shot no good that time. Good defense by Bryce Brown. On the other end, Van Buren shoots. They're going to call a blocking foul right there on the block. Nice job by Van Buren in a straight-up attack mode there. Going to the free throw line, he has 2.
Yeah, did a good job kind of going sideways. He's waiting there for the charge, but he didn't just go straight to the basket. He went sideways, and there was some contact, but that's a block, not a charge.
2 threes and a basket is what has been able to carry as Van Buren knocks down the first free throw.
Sounds like something to eat, man. 2 threes in a basket. Like 2 threes in a biscuit.
I didn't say that. Van Buren knocks down the shot there. Van Buren goes 2 for 2 at the free throw line, and right now the Falcons are up by 3. 2:11 to go. Working the ball around, Amari Barrett went for the steal, didn't get it. Falcon defense has got to recover, and they do. Reset, but they leave a 3-point shot open from the wing. Shot no good. Isaiah Wilkes comes up with the rebound that time. Wilkes pushes, kicks it to the corner. Bryce Brown up fake. 3-point shot, can't get it. Amari Barrett all alone finds the basket, and he puts the biscuit in that basket, Myron.
With a little butter on it. Maybe the easiest bucket he gets all tonight.
So now back to work, 1:36 to go. The Falcons have pushed it. Javier Richards going to be called for the foul. He committed to the steal that time and could not stop his forward momentum. Ran into Crossing Christian on that one. 13-8, 1:34 to go. Frantic pace, but the Falcons,
they like that.
Like it, and they're still holding on. 94 seconds to go before the end of the first quarter. Throwing the ball into the backcourt now to Skies, who gets it back in the hands now of Buckingham. Working the ball around, bounce pass over to Black. Black with the up fake, trying to get around on Wilkes. Bryce Brown almost comes away with the steal. Turn, kick to the corner. Falcons retreat, almost strip. Going to kick it to the corner. Trying to find some space. Slade Black shoots, can't get the shot to fall that time. Good harassment by the defense.
They recover. Gosh, they recover great on defense.
Isaiah Wilkes did not see Amari Barrett flash into the lane. 3-point shot attempt by Javier is no good. Rebound by the Knights. Coming up the court now comes Ryland Skies. Skies being Falcons trying to set up a trap. Right there at half court. They have him trapped. And they come away with the steal. Bryce Brown ends up with it. Bounce pass over. Isaiah Wilkes is fouled going to the basket. But that was all set up by the effort, the hustle, the heart of Amari Barrett.
Yeah, they had him trapped at the midcourt line. Of course, the line is like another defender. It leads to another break. But their defense, man, they do a great job of recovering, helping, help the helper. I mean, goodness gracious. But they're able to get back to their own man. They do a great job of that.
So as it stands right now, Isaiah Wilkes goes back to the free throw line right now. Tremendous job by Wilkes overall. Wilkes knocks down the free throw. He gets one more. 14-8 is the score. Falcons up by 6. Falcons have played well. Falcons have been outstanding overall. They've just been relentless once again. As Isaiah Wilkes goes 2 for 2 at the free throw line. He's got 7 in the frame. Substitutions coming in the game now for the Falcons. Isaiah Wilkes now comes out. Tariq Kaba has now checked into the game. He's in the game there with Barrett, Van Buren, Bryce Brown, and Javier, but nobody's paying attention. Got a man underneath the basket, turns around and fires. Kiss off the glass, and Slade Black gets his first 2 of the night. That trap, nobody was communicating on the back end on that one. Ball rotating around. Bryce Brown with 18 seconds. Over to Van Buren. 3-2 zone being played right now by the Knights. And they're going to call a timeout.
Timeout Millwood.
Timeout Millwood. It looks like Isaiah Wilkes and Chris Clay are going to return following this quick timeout here. Tonight's game, of course, is being brought to you by SSM Health, First Security Bank, Love Student of the Month, Bank First, and Super Prep. Reminder, at the end of the quarter, we will get another update from Miles Perry. Super Prep live in the building. One of the biggest games in the city tonight, as the Millwood Falcons, Class 3A number 1, is taking on Class 4A number 3, the Crossing Christian Knights. Maurice Prince and Myron Patton here. Myron, it's also been impressive as Millwood has started to rotate that three-point lanes that the Knights found earlier, have kind of started to dry up a little bit.
Yeah, because like I said, they recover so fast. You think you're open, but by the time you get ready to fire up a shot, you got a hand in your face, and they're like right there in your shirt.
Isaiah Wilkes is back in the game now. Isaiah Wilkes swings it over to Van Buren, back to Wilkes. Wilkes, the high man for the Falcons, he's got 7. Over to Chris Clay, 2 seconds. Ball's deflected, and that will be no shot to end the quarter. But the Falcons will walk away with a lead at the end of the first, 15-10. Time to go live down to the floor right now. Get a quick update from Miles Perry, Super Prep, live on the floor. What's up, Miles?
Hey, Maurice. Hey, Myron. I don't know if you guys know, this game is defensive-oriented. Both teams are playing hard defense. Crossings is sitting in the zone, and Millwood is pressing. I'm really interested to see what team breaks first on defense and allows the most things to happen on offense for the team. I don't know what you guys have thought so far, but that's my take on the game right now.
Appreciate it, Miles. Thank you very much. Myron, what would you say about your feeling about it? Because both teams have a philosophy. He believes it's a bend, don't break situation. What do you see?
I don't see Millwood breaking, man. Like I said, I thought they've done a really good job first half defensively. I know I've talked a lot about how they can help, but also get back and recover. But then they've also got guys covering for them. It's a really coordinated defense where guys know exactly where they need to be, and you think you're open, but you're not really open, because by the time you raise up to shoot, they're right there in your face. You can shoot it, but it's going to be a hard contested shot.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how it goes. From a team stat perspective, as we get ready for the second here, the Falcons shot 5 of 11 in the first, 45%. 1 of 5 from deep, 20%. 4 of 6 from the free throw line, 67%. In terms of crossing, in the first quarter, they ended up shooting 4 of 9, 44% in the game. They shot 2 of 5 from deep, 40%, and that's really what's kept them relatively close in this game. The starters have pretty much returned back on the floor for the Falcons right now. For the exception of one name, Harlan Fleming is on the game right now, and I'm sure he's coming in for what would have been Chris Clay's spot. So I stand corrected. It's Tariq Kaba, Isaiah Wilkes, Amari Barrett, Harlan Fleming, and Amari Barrett and Jonathan Van Buren on the floor right now as Isaiah Wilkes continues his torrent tear right now. Driving to the basket so silky smooth, he's got 9. Should be the first player with double digits in the game right now. High flyer for the Knights is Bo Barber, who had 6 in the first. Going back to work, driving in the lane, bounce pass inside. What a beautiful bounce pass to the cutting the back door, Slade Black, who was smooth with it. He's got 4.
Yeah, it was a nice pass, nice baseline cut too, and a pretty good finish reverse.
6:55 to go in the first half of this game. Tariq Kaba standing just inside the logo, trying to set up the Falcon offense, and Fleming was not expecting the pass, and Coach Williams does not like that. He thought he should have been paying attention there, Myron, got caught that time.
Yeah, he's a pretty good player. He played well at Douglas the other night too. His shot did travel, so I'm sure it will travel tonight also.
So to work right now, Tariq Kaba now checks out of the game, and it looks like Bryce Brown has returned. So back to work again, setting up a weave above the arc, trying to make that Falcon defense work. And then a pass inside, and it was incomplete. I can use that reference there, as that pass was intended down low. It's going to be a turnover there by Crossing. Bryce Brown across the timeline now, 6:23 to go. Falcons up by 5. Fleming has it, back over to Brown. Brown to Barrett. Barrett over to Jonathan Van Buren. Van Buren with the crease inside to the basket. Couldn't get it. Get his own put back and scores. A man's basket by Jonathan Van Buren at that time.
Strong inside player.
19-7. Falcons back up by 7. Sidestep, jump shot. Pure string music by Bo Barber, who's got 8 in the first half now.
Barber's having a nice first half. He's keeping them in it.
19-14, 5:47 to go. Got to know where Bo Barber is. Ball in the hands. Bryce Brown wants to kick it. Turnover. Steal that time. And the Knights have it. To the basket. Gliding and scoring off the turnover. Ryland Skies.
Well, Crossing will push the pace, especially going to turn it over.
And the Falcon lead has dwindled down to 3. 5:21 to go. They got to play smart. Can't make on-ball live turnovers. The Knights will attack. The Knights will do the best job they can. Bryce Brown back over to Barrett. Barrett finds a crease inside. Going to kick it outside to Wilkes. Wilkes in the lane. And Fleming was able to maintain, drives inside and loses possession of the ball. So Fleming, kind of a couple of live ball mistakes there.
Yeah, that's 2 turnovers. You got to take him out. Can't give away possessions. They'll come back to him later, but that's 2 straight turnovers.
So Javier comes back into the game now, along with Chris Clay. Van Buren comes out for his first breather of the game. So you've got Wilkes, Brown, Clay, Barrett, and Javier on the floor right now. Man-to-man defense, trying to trap. And it's going to be offensive fouls. He tried to walk through the man. Braden Buckingham did. Team foul number 1. Second foul against Buckingham.
Yeah, he's got to take a seat.
The official being nice, allowing Bryce Brown to adjust his shoe at half court. He's having a little bit of problem there, Myron, trying to get that shoe together.
He might be trying to get his teeth together after taking that charge.
4:37 to go. Across the timeline now. Bryce Brown trying to get some space, doing a good job. Screen. Bryce Brown onto the next defender. On the right wing, pass to the corner. Back up top to Brown. Brown. Jets. Kicks. Javier from the corner. Shot no good that time for Javier. Beautiful pass again by Bryce Brown. He wanted the assist.
Crossing's man-to-man is kind of slow Millwood's offense up. Denying Amari Barrett inside.
And now trying to work the ball around, kicking it back out, reset it. It's back in the hands of Bo Barber. Bo Barber with a team high 8. Game high still belongs to Wilkes with 9. 3:45 to go. Ball on the left wing. Ball up top. Bryce Brown stepping out. Brown harassing, covering Beckett Buckingham. Buckingham gives it up this time. Javier stepping out on, trying to cover. Beach on the lane. Driving in line, Buckingham swings it out, and this time it's going to be an offensive foul. Buckingham left his feet on the pass. Offensive foul.
Yeah, Cross is trying to spread the floor and keep the middle lane wide open so they can drive. Also trying to frustrate Millwood because they've done a pretty good job with their pressure defense.
This is one of the things I love about Dorian Williams. He went right back to Harlem Fleming. Gave him a minute to get himself together and got him back on the floor immediately. Van Buren now checks in right now for Javier. Turning fire from the elbow. Shot by Amari Barrett. Faded away on that one. Rebound by Crossing. Game still down. They're still down by 3. Shot off the glass, no good that time. Rebound by Barrett. Falcons need to get a basket on this possession, and they do as Barrett kicks it to the corner. Isaiah Wilkes inside, Euro step to the basket, called the blocking foul in the lane. Isaiah Wilkes with the right to left and the smooth finish at the glass. Isaiah Wilkes into the double digits right there with 11. With that pass by Harold Fleming, it was trickling out of bounds, Myron, and he fired it back in.
Yeah, to catch that because I thought Barrett had thrown it to like the 5th row.
Isaiah Wilkes with a dozen in the first half. He's got 12. That gives the Falcon lead back up to 6. Going to fire the ball back in the hands of Skies. Skies looking cross court. Falcons did not rotate. In, around, and down it goes for Beckett Buckingham. Timeout has been called by Coach Dorian because he needs some understanding on why his team did not cover on that 3-point shot. So nice shot there by Crossing to pull them back within 3.
Well, and you see why. If you don't get out in a hard challenge on their shots, they'll hit them.
And wide open jump shots, they are very good at. You have to have their shots. You have to contest them, Myron. You have to fight to stay in front of them because they want to put the ball down. And they've tried to work the ball around the edges, and Millwood's defense has been good. But the moment you don't communicate, the Knights will write a check and they'll try to cash it at your bank.
Yeah, because they've, like I said, they don't. The pressure defense, they've actually done a pretty good job dealing with it, except jumping in there and make passes. They've got 2 charges on things of that nature. But if you don't rotate right, they'll knock the shot down.
2.5 to go. The Falcons are going to inbound it. On the floor for the Falcons right now, Van Buren, Chris Clay, Amari Barrett, Isaiah Wilkes, and Harlem Fleming on the floor right now. Van Buren across the timeline over to Wilkes. Wilkes, the only player in the game in double digits. Van Buren glides to the basket, kisses it off the glass, Van Buren with an outstanding first half on his own. He's got 8. Falcon defense, man-to-man, pressure, full court. Tried to trap. Bo to the basket. Bo does not get that one to fall that time. That's Bo Barber. He missed that one. Rebound pulled down by Barrett. In the hands of Van Buren. Van Buren on the right wing. Drives inside. To the basket he goes. And that time Bo Barber with the rebound. Firing it down low. Nobody covering. Hustling down the basket. Beckett Buckingham with his 5th point of the first half. It's back to a 3-point margin. And with just 1 minute, you can blink and the Knights will flash their ability to turn your bad play into points. Ball knocked out of bounds. It will remain Falcon basketball. So Chris Clay is going to come out more likely simply because of possible staying away from picking up that 3rd foul. So Tariq Kaba comes back in the game. Kaba has not scored as of yet. So let's see if he can do and help the Falcons get some points on the board with 1:18 to go. Kaba has it in the corner. Back to Van Buren. Over to Barrett. Barrett up fakes into the lane. Tries to finish with the left hand. Can't get it to fall. And Kaba picks up the loose change and scores.
Boy, that's a big missed rebound by Crossings. They get that. They got a chance to get within one, hold for one shot, or maybe even tie the game.
Stolen on the inbounds play by Harold Fleming. Nobody comes back to help him out. Barrett to the basket, glides. Harold Fleming picks up the loose change and makes $1 out of it. I said, could Kaba contribute? But Harold Fleming also gets in the game. A foul called in the backcourt here. Foul's going to be called against Fleming. Team foul number 1. 38.8 seconds to go. Bo Barber to throw it in. Van Buren stepping in. So Jonathan Van Buren checks out. Javier comes back in the game. He's got an assist and 2 rebounds. Ball in the hands now of Skies. Trapped in the backcourt. Trying to find some space. Ball nearly knocked loose, and they're going to end up calling Isaiah Wilkes. And right now, Dorian is trying to compose himself. He couldn't believe that. Couldn't believe the call there, Myron.
Yeah, he basically tried to split the 2 guys, and I didn't think there was a foul on anybody, really.
Falcons back up by 7. They pull back a little bit, probably going to trap at half court. Bo Barber swings it over to Skies. Cross-court pass over to Buckingham. That's Braden Buckingham. Braden backs it up with 18 on the clock. Standing on the logo. Cross-court pass nearly stolen by Javier, and they're going to call over and back.
Crossings has not closed out this quarter the way they want. They had a chance to get a rebound down 3 to either take the last shot to tie or at least be down by 1. Instead, they missed the rebound. They score. Turnover. They score. You're down 7.
Isaiah Wilkes driving to the basket in the lane is going to be fouled on the floor. So Ryland Skies picks up another foul. That's team foul. His second foul. Going to work right now. Substitution out. Amari Barrett going to inbound it with 4.6 seconds to go. Van Buren in the game. Step back, 3-point shot, no good. Bo Barber with the rebound. And that is the shot is no good as time expires. At the end of the first half, it's 28-21. We're going to try and see if we can catch Dorian Williams before he goes in at halftime. See if we can catch him. So we're going to try and catch him real quick, see if we can get him right before the end of the first half here.
He may not want to be caught.
Well, leave it to Super Prep Miles Perry. You caught him, Miles. You still got the speed, man. You still got the speed.
I still got the speed. You know, I had to catch Coach Williams real quick. Coach Williams, you guys up by 7.5. It's been a close fight game. What's your take from the first half?
Got to be better, man. We got to clean up some stuff. That's always going to be what I say, because it's true. We didn't play to our capability in that first half, and it's cool, man. We got to get it corrected, and we will.
Well, Coach, thank you for coming back, and see you at the half. Back to you guys.
Appreciate it, Miles. You know, talking about that, but Marmon, when we're talking about the end of the first half of this game, a lot of things have happened, but the Falcons continue to weather the storm. They do it with efficiency. They do it with class. They do it with unbelievable tenaciousness, and you can just see. But what I really like is Dorian's ability to trust his younger players, the Tariq Kabas, the Harlem Flemings of the team. I mean, he has done just a tremendous job of finding the way to get the guys involved.
Well, that's because he's played those guys all season. I mean, we saw Harlem Flemings have big games against Dale, Tulsa East Central. Good competition before tonight's game. Played well against Douglas on Saturday night. A packed house, no seats anywhere, people outside trying to get in. So he trusts those guys to come in and do their job. He had some early turnovers, but he put him back in there, and he'll play in the second half. And really, that's one of the secret sauces of Millwood's team. Their starting five is good, but they got a bench. They can bring people off, big guys, guards, whatever, that can contribute and give the starters a break.
All right, as the resume continues to build and the story continues to grow for this Millwood team, at the end of the first half, it still looks pretty good from where we stand. Millwood's up 28-21. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back. Break down the statistics in the Love Student of the Month halftime report. He's Myron Patton. I'm Maurice Prince. Also for Miles Perry, Super Prep Live. This is Millwood Falcon basketball. We'll be right back.
Hey, this right here is a fat butt. Everybody been hearing about it on the radio. You can come to my Millwood City location, 6003 Southeast 15, or you can go to my admin, 285 South Santa Fe. Come get you one of these taters.
Oklahoma City, I'm Miles Perry, and do you know a student that would like to win a $10,000 scholarship? Yes, I said $10,000. Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores and Perry Publishing Broadcasting are giving a graduating senior from a Oklahoma City Metro school the opportunity to win $10,000 by just registering online. Each month during the school year, a Love Student of the Month will be selected for registration, and for winning, they will qualify for Love Student of the Year and a $10,000 scholarship. Oh, you guys, to get it, you got to register at www.kvsp.com, and that is www.kvsp.com. Go get your...
Hey, what's up, guys? Jay Swick here. Now, I know a lot of you guys have hit me up wondering about Prize Picks, and I'm here to tell you it's the real deal. Utilize your sports knowledge and turn it into cash. Seriously, all you've got to do is download the Prize Picks app today and use my promo code SWIXPICks. That's right, SWIXPICks is the promo code. You get $50 in free lineups when you play your first $5 lineup. You don't want to miss out on that. Flex your sports knowledge and get cash for it. Do it today. Prize Picks. It's good to be right.
Hey sports fans, get ready to step into the world of championships with Super Prep Live, hosted by Miles Perry, only on OKC Sports Radio 105.3 FM. Dive deep into the lives of high school and college athletes with exclusive interviews and insight that reveals what makes them great. Follow Super Prep across all social networks to never miss a moment. It's Super Prep Live with Miles Perry. Tune in, get inspired, and stay connected. Visit OKCSportsRadio.com.
Injuries don't wait. For business hours, now you can be seen 24/7 for sports injuries. Whether you have a sprain or a broken bone, at the SSM Health Bone and Joint Injury Clinic at 13401 Northwestern.
Hey, this right here is a fat butt. Everybody been hearing about it on the radio. You can come to my Millwood City location, 6003 Southeast 15, or you can go to my Edmond, 285 South Santa Fe. Come get you one of these taters.
Oklahoma City, I'm Miles Perry, and do you know a student that would like to win a $10,000 scholarship? Yes, I said $10,000. Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores and Perry Publishing Broadcasting are giving a graduating senior from a Oklahoma City Metro school the opportunity to win $10,000 by just registering online. Each month during the school year, a Love Student of the Month will be selected for registration, and for winning, they will qualify for Love Student of the Year and a $10,000 scholarship. Oh, you guys, to get it, you got to register at www.kvsp.com, and that is www.kvsp.com. Go get your
Hey, what's up, guys? Jay Swick here. Now, I know a lot of you guys have hit me up wondering about Prize Picks, and I'm here to tell you it's the real deal. Utilize your sports knowledge and turn it into cash. Seriously, all you've got to do is download the Prize Picks app today and use my promo code SWIXPICks. That's right, SWIXPICks is the promo code. You get $50 in free lineups when you play your first $5 lineup. You don't want to miss out on that. Flex your sports knowledge and get cash for it. Do it today. Prize Picks. It's good to be right.
Welcome back to the Love Student of the Month Halftime Report. Maurice Prince and Myron Patton here. If you want your child to have a chance to win that scholarship, you got to go to www.kvsp.com and register your child to win Love Student of the Month. It's a chance for them to wear the $10,000 scholarship, because if you don't, Myron will try to fill it out and try to find a way to get the $10,000.
Who said I don't already have it?
Well, if that's the case, can I get that loan for that $5 you owe me, from last year when the Dallas Cowboys lost to the Bears?
No, we got a halftime to do.
Okay. Oh, we'll stay with the halftime?
Halftime.
All right.
Halftime.
Okay. A couple of statistics, Myron, that's really standing out to me right now. First of all, Crossing Christian is shooting overall in this game 9 of 16, 56%. 0 for 2 from the free throw line, 3 of 6 from the three-point line, and that's really what's kept them in the game, that 9 points. That's allowed Millwood to not be able to break this game wide open. But what I will say to you is the most crazy number to me was the 0 for 2 at the free throw line. You've only kept them at the free throw line. They've only had 2 attempts, which is a testament to the great defense that Millwood has played in the first half. Millwood outscored them 15-10 in the first frame, 13-11 in the second. The Falcons have shot in the game right now as it stands, 11 of 24, 46%. The ugly number is 1 of 7 from the three-point line, which is 14%. But the best number, 5 of 7 from the free throw line, 71%. So you're cashing in on the opportunities by your aggressiveness at the free throw line. And the high flyer from the Falcons in the first half is the senior himself, the smooth one, the one who has better hair, as he's told me himself, than Dorian Williams, is Isaiah Wilkes. He's got
I thought he said he had better hair than you or something. That's what he was going to say.
Well, okay. Yeah, okay. Well, this is about Isaiah Wilkes. I asked him. I just asked him something that he needed to know. He said he needed everybody to know that he's got better hair than Dorian Williams. His head coach. He said it. So, okay. But anyway, he's the high-flying Falcon. But not to be too far overlooked, Jonathan Van Buren, he has 8 points. So you've gotten strong contributions. Then you get 4 from Amari Barrett. And then always Amari Barrett, there's more than one category you got to look at. 4 points, 2 assists, 6 rebounds, and a steal in the game. And Van Buren is also one of those cross-category guys, too. He has 8 points and 3 rebounds in the game. But those are the guys who have really had the greatest impact in the game. They've been dominant. It's been impressive. Myron, overall, what has impressed you the most?
Well, just their overall play. I mean, you mentioned a guy like Barrett. Yeah, he'll get you 6 rebounds. But unlike other big guys, hey, look for the guard to push the pace. No, he'll get it, and he'll push the pace. And he'll get on an offensive rebound. He'll score. Wilkes is a guy that's been the best player in the first half. He got off to the fast offensive start. Can knock down threes, but also can go inside. Strong player. Can finish at the rim. Just does a lot of really good things for you that allows you to play. And then, of course, you mentioned Van Buren. doesn't get talked about as much as some of the other guys, but then he gets you that tough inside play that you really need, and has kind of been the unsung hero in the first half.
All right, time to get back to live action now. Bo Barber to go ahead and trigger it in. Ball in the hands right now. Working the ball around. You've got Chris Clay back in the game and the original starters for the team. Isaiah Wilkes. And a scoop shot inside. Beautiful shot by Braden Buckingham on the floor right now with a beautiful move right there for the team. Bo Barber was the high scorer for the Knights in the first. He ended up overall with 8 first half points for them. And right now, Braden Buckingham getting his first basket of the game. So it's 28-23, a steal on the play there on a live ball turnover, and going to work go the Knights. Pass on the baseline, shot, push shot by Beckett Buckingham. So the Buckinghams going loose here in this game right now. They've scored back-to-back baskets, cut the lead back down to 3. Amari Barrett with the up fake, can't get it to fall, and the ball trickles out of bounds, and Barrett can't handle that one on the rebound attempt. Ball trickles out of bounds. It will be
Cross is coming out fast here in this third quarter, scoring the first 4 points.
So going back to work, Isaiah Wilkes picks him up across the timeline. The Falcon defense is going to have to get busy, get ready as it has before. Going to work right now, bounce pass. Ball in the hands. On the wing, driving in inside goes Barrett. Back tap out, steal. Nice job by Barrett. Barrett with the euro to the basket, and he can't get it to fall. He will now go to the free throw line shooting 2, but a nice job by Barrett creating the turnover. A nice job by Isaiah Wilkes throwing it up.
Yeah, created a steal and got him out on the break. Crossing runs some pretty good sets here in the second half. That's going to again test that Millwood defense in terms of switching and making sure everybody's covered up.
Barrett at the free throw line. Shoots it and knocks it down from the free throw line.
Of course, his older brother T.O. is at Missouri. Spent time playing at Edmond North. Then finished up at Link Academy, and now should be a sophomore, maybe a junior at Missouri now.
Barrett misses the free throw. Rebound ends up being controlled by the Knights. And the ball's going to be knocked away. Good job by Javier. Reaching his hand in the cookie jar and knocking that ball off of a Knight player. That was Ryland Skies, who that ball got knocked off of that time. So 29-25 is the score right now. And on the other end, basket falls that time. 2-point basket by Chris Clay. 31-25, 6:04 to go. Contact up top. So Xavier Rich is going to be called with the foul. Javier is going to be called with the foul there.
Crossley gives some different looks on offense. That time kind of spread the floor, created a foul.
Driving down the lane this time. Skies, he can't get it to fall. Rebound by Javier. Chris Clay looking, kicks it. Barrett, basket, good.
Couple of finishes there by Barrett on the baseline and leads back up to 8.
5:36 to go. The Falcon defense to offense. Doing a great job moving the ball around. A nice job by Isaiah Wilkes. Coach Dorian thought it was a double dribble. And it should be a 5-second call. Nice job by Isaiah Wilkes. Relentless pressure, relentless attention. Guys on an island. Falcons taking advantage, Myron. Another great job by the Falcon defense.
Yeah, made him pick it up. A good 35, 40 feet from the basket. Nowhere to go with it.
Across the timeline now. Ball in the hands of Wilkes, who bounce pass over to Van Buren. Van Buren over to Wilkes to the corner. Chris Clay inside to Barrett. Barrett again. Wheels inside, can't get it to fall. Ball's knocked loose. Going to be a foul that time as Drew Eckel pulled down the rebound.
They get Clay. Yep.
So Chris Clay going to be called for the foul there.
Knows he's got to go back to the bench. He hadn't got to play a whole lot this game. Barrett missed a little chippy there that he thinks he should have had on the inside.
Barrett plays with pride all the time. There's not a play he thinks he should not be able to make. Driving inside, going up. What a tremendous block by Javier. Ball knocked loose. The Knights try to recover it, and they do. In the lane, contact. As that shot wasn't able to foul there by Braden Buckingham. But let's talk about that block by Javier. He went up, and you talk about putting your hand straight up in the air. He did a tremendous job on that play, Myron.
Yeah, he's got long arms, and they will get the block there. And he's best around that basket, man.
Shot is good there by Brayton.
A couple times.
So Javier comes out of the game.
A couple times they've taken him out on the floor, but able to kind of get by him on defense. So you go with another guard to kind of spreading the floor on him.
Chris Clay is out of the game, and now Harlem Fleming has returned to the game. Going to work now, Bryce Brown. Across the timeline. Van Buren in the lane nearly loses it, tries to dump it down to Barrett. Barrett can't handle it. The ball is knocked loose, and it will be Millwood ball. Kind of a sloppy possession inside on that lane that time. And Amari Barrett looked like he jammed his right hand there a little bit. So now going to work, Bryce Brown gets it inbound to Amari Barrett, who wanted to drop the hammer, wasn't able to do so. Barrett got up but could not do it. Could not drop the hammer on that play.
Didn't get enough leap in the legs that time, got caught.
So 33-27 is the score now. Good job there, almost lost it. Cross-court pass. Bo Barber has it, up fake, elbow jump shot is sweet.
Barber's been good tonight, man. He's taking the right shot and hit it more times than not.
He's the first Knight in double-digit scoring. He's got 10. 33-29. Foul called that time against Braden Buckingham. His third foul, team foul number 2. Falcons going to inbound from the baseline. Going to throw it in. Isaiah Wilkes has the ball stolen on the inbounds by Bo Barber. To the lane, inside. Easy shot there by Beckett Buckingham. He's got 4 in the second half, and he's got 9 in the game. And on the other end. So trying to see here, it looks like they're going to call a foul against the Knights. The crowd didn't like that call there, Myron.
Yeah, I think he stepped in front of somebody running down the court. Van Buren, I believe.
That stolen inbounds pass was a classic play there. Bo Barber, who's got 10 in the game right now. Isaiah Wilkes to throw it in, 3:49 to go, 33-31. Bryce Brown across the timeline now. Van Buren looking, calling for it. Standing at the elbow, Bryce Brown going to swing it over to Harlem Fleming. Bounce pass over to Wilkes, and Wilkes stepped on the end line. So another turnover against Wilkes, and a chance to take the lead on this possession for the Knights. Haven't heard consistent noise from the Knight crowd tonight. I guarantee it, you're going to hear it on this possession here. But a chance to tie or take the lead on this one. Bryce Brown harassing Braden Buckingham. Ball back in the hands of Beckett. Now to Skies. Buckingham being drawn, covering by Brown. Bo Barber wants to set a screen. Amari Barrett hits him, picks him up on the switch. The Falcons trap. Pass over. Pass to the corner, wide open three-point shot is no good. Rebound pulled down that time by Isaiah Wilkes. Falcons look to extend the lead to the corner. Fleming swings it back out to Barrett. Back over. Isaiah Wilkes from the corner. Side rim, no good on that one. And here come the Knights, 2:42 to go. It is a one-possession game. A chance to take the lead. And that time, Brown's going to get caught that time. He gave up the position and allowed them to go downhill. And Braden Buckingham will go to the free throw line now as the Falcons have eclipsed the 5-foul mark now.
Big free throws, chance to tie the game. Haven't said that in a while.
And that one does not fall. And right now the Knights have not hit a free throw in the game. 33-31 is the score. The Knights are now 0 for 3 at the free throw line. I don't suspect that will continue, but it does.
It doesn't. They're now 0 for 4.
Now they're 0 for 4 in this situation here. Bounce pass over to Fleming. Back up top to Van Buren. Van Buren into the lane, glides to the basket, does not get the basket to foul, but he will go back to the free throw line shooting 2. So that is the 4th foul against Braden Buckingham. Team foul number 3 against the Knights in the 3rd. Van Buren front rims that one. You kind of saw that he didn't get up off, he didn't roll that shot very well, Myron, that time. He kind of shot it flat-footed. It didn't look like he went through the full, complete rotation on that.
If he were shooting from 13 feet back, that'd be straight in. Instead, he's 15.
And that's why it was a little short.
A little short.
Van Buren lets it fly. That time, better form and a basket. Extends it out now to a timeout has been called on the floor. The Falcons are now up by 3, 2:19 to go. Following this timeout in just a second here, Myron, we will hear again from Miles Perry, Super Prep Live on the sideline in just a moment. And here's the interesting part about it. In this quarter, Crossing has outscored the Falcons 10-6. And to me right now, they have gotten the better shots. They were a little bit more aggressive coming out. The Falcons started to heat up a little bit, but the Falcons are going to have to play their best ball. This Knight team is not going away.
Yeah, it's been a quiet quarter for Isaiah Wilkes. He was the offensive engine for much of the first half for him. This is, Harvin Fleming has not been able to find an open look yet.
And we know he can be deadly from deep. So that's something that we're going to have to see. Let's go down for a live report and hear from Super Prep Live and Miles Perry. Miles.
You guys, from what I'm seeing down here from the court, I think this is a real test for Millwood tonight, which I don't know if many thought would be or did at all. But Crossing is a good team, and I think they're giving it to Millwood right now. And I'm interested to see how Millwood responds. I don't know if you guys noticed there during the free throws, Isaiah Wilkes is trying to get his guys together on defense and holding them accountable for letting the man loose on the other end. So we'll see how Millwood adjusts out this timeout.
All right, thank you so much. Miles doing a great job on the sideline getting the information. It's one of those type of things overall, Myron, we're trying to get do their best to try and maintain, and they're going to be tested tonight. Tariq Kaba, now as the Falcons are in live action again, full court pressure. Going downhill to the basket, all the way goes Beckett Buckingham, scoring the basket right now, 34-33, 2:03 to go. So
we got a
Fleming on the
game.
floor right now, working the ball around, back in the hands now of Isaiah Wilkes, who dumps it down to the left wing. Van Buren to the corner. Harlem Fleming for 3. Shot no good that time. Ball back in the hands and rebound that time controlled by Ryland Skies. A chance again to take the lead on this possession. Can the Falcon defense knuckle down and hold up on this possession? Falcons still in man-to-man defense. Less than 90 seconds to go in the 3rd. Ball on the right wing, inside the lane, and they're going to call traveling one step too many against Skies. So substitutions coming into for the Falcons right now. Javier returns. And also looks like Chris Clay is back. So 1:21 to go. The Falcons have their original starters back on the floor, up by 1. Ball to the corner, or to the wing, I should say. Van Buren has it. Going to swing it over. Ball in the hands now of Isaiah Wilkes. Going to swing it over. Up fake. Pass up top. Ball deflected. Going to get it. Go Skies. Tries to go to the basket, and he's going to score the basket, and he muscles up against Van Buren on that particular play.
Heck of a shot.
So, little conversation going on after that one, but that is the play as it stands right now that puts Wyland Skies on the free throw line. A little energy, and that puts the Knights to have their first lead tonight, 35-34, 52.9 seconds to go. Van Buren tried to block it, but the angle that time was mastered by Skies going to the basket. And that shot is good for Skies, and he knocks down the first free throw of the night. And for the first time tonight, the Falcons find themselves down by 2. 46 seconds to go. Ball back in the hands of Cray. Over to Van Clay standing up. Going to rotate. Isaiah Wilkes is going to touch it. Isaiah Wilkes has not scored in the second half. He's got 12. 34.2 seconds to go. Standing on the logo. Falcons going to play for 1. Amari Barrett looks like he's set to set the screen, but the Falcons are content to let the clock run down. It's going to come down to 1 quarter of action, 1 quarter of energy. Isaiah Wilkes backing it up. Spin move into the lane. He loses it. Chris Clay for 3 from the corner. Just straight cash from Chris Clay. What a play by Isaiah Wilkes falling to the ground. Going to throw it half court as time expires, but when it's all said and done, Chris Clay made the play off the assist by Isaiah Wilkes. This is Millwood Falcon basketball. Myron, that was impressive on that last possession.
Yeah, he lost his feet and still was able to get the ball out to him. It's a big shot for Clay, who spent most of the night fighting foul trouble. Hadn't got to play as much as I'm sure he would like because they've had to bring him to the bench. But that's his biggest shot of the night, and they have the lead, 37-36 going to the fourth quarter. And whatever momentum, slight momentum going to that fourth.
Tonight's game is being brought to you by SSM Health, First Security Bank, Love Student of the Month, Bank First, and Super Prep. Speaking of Super Prep, let's go right down to Miles Perry, courtside.
Hey, guys, that was a big 3 by Chris Clay down the stretch with the last seconds in the third quarter. Millwood with the 1-point lead going into the fourth quarter. I think defense and some scoring is going to be the X factor for Millwood in this game, or for whoever who wins this game. So back to you guys.
Appreciate it, Miles. You're right. Turnovers will be the factor in the stretch. And speaking of turnovers, let's just talk about that ugly number that can be turnovers. The Falcons have 7. Crossing has 6. So the team that turns the ball over in the fourth quarter, Myron, that might be something that sways in the direction. Is there anything that catches your eye that might be a factor in the fourth quarter of this one?
Well, one thing, their Crossing's defense, they're basically putting a man right at the free throw line, dealing with Van Buren in that 2-3 zone. I'm anxious to see if Millwood puts a couple guys on the back end, see if they can overload the back end of that zone and get some open looks.
Isaiah Wilkes on the left wing now, back up top to Chris Clay. Van Buren in the lane, swings it back out. Chris Clay for 3, shot no good, side rim. Ball rolls around. It's going to be a jump ball situation right now. And it looks like it's going to be crossing ball. Chris Clay missed on that one right there. Jump ball situation, 37-36. 7:43 to go in the game, a 1-point game. Defensive gem, a game of momentum. driving to the lane, 2-on-1, turning and firing and getting the shot to fall. Slade Black gets the 2 that time. 38-37. That's Slade Black's 6th point of the game. Van Buren swings it back out to Chris Clay. Chris Clay outside. Isaiah Wilkes laces it up for 3. Clay gave him back the 3 he shared with him earlier. On the other end, tie up, turnover, and Barrett talking because Buckingham was talking earlier. It's 48-30 right now, but another tremendous defensive play. The Falcons continuing to ramp up the energy, ramp up their play, and they're going to have to show that pedigree this quarter, that championship DNA. This Falcon team has it. They got to show it now. Isaiah Wilkes at the top to Van Buren. Inside pass to Javier. He's got position, and they're going to call a jump ball situation. Got tied up by Bo Barber. But it will remain Falcon ball there. Good decision, heads-up play by Bo Barber right there, Myron.
Yeah, he's able to get inside and just keep him from getting what looked like it's going to be an easy basket. As it is, they still got the ball, but it saved 2 points for now.
Chris Clay over to Isaiah Wilkes, who ball fakes, swings it back over to Clay. Clay to Wilkes on the left wing. Wilkes, study step dribble, into the lane behind the back. Tries to separate, kicks it outside. Van Buren steps inside, short corner shot. Side rims, doesn't get it to fall, but Barrett gets the rebound. Barrett shot is blocked, altered, and somehow Javier ends up with it. What a sequence there by the Falcons. On the other end to the basket, couldn't get it to fall that time. Beckett Buckingham, here come the Falcons. Pass down inside, Javier drops the hammer as he flew inside and made a play. Falcons have their energy turned up on high right now. Pass to the wing, up top. Driving the lane, shot, kiss off the glass, and it drops down nicely. What a play there again. And that looks like that was Braden Buckingham, which is with his 5th point in the game. He scores it.
Hey, nobody's backing down anybody in this game. Up and down, trying to make plays.
It's been explosive. Explosive plays, plays down the stretch, championship DNA. Hey, Miles, it looks like the Falcons, you're down there, you get to see them come to play on your end of the floor. It looks like they're coming in, and the game has taken another notch since that basket a few minutes ago by Rylan Skiles when he got to talking.
I think they're coming into themselves. It kind of reminds me of Soul Bowl. You know, when I said 18-18, the score got tied. They started playing like themselves. They're playing fast, and they're playing physical on defense. But, hey, that was a nice reverse lay by Braden Buckingham down there at the other end. Crosses isn't backing down, so I got this game going down to the wire.
All right, Miles, appreciate that report. You know, Myron, as we're watching this game, the so far this season, overall, when the Falcons have needed to make the plays, they've been able to make them. Crossing is going to make sure, it's 6:02 in this game, that you make every play. If you leave the door open,
they're walking through it.
Yeah, and I'm not talking about Bruno's Mars leave the door open. If you leave the door open, this team is looking to make a play right now. 6:02 to go. They've got to find a way. The Falcons do to maintain that energy, show that championship pedigree. What I like about them is they're feeling good, they're looking strong, and they've been playing extremely well. In the last 5 minutes of this game, they've outscored the Knights 7-4 in the frame. Back to live action now. Van Buren's going to bring it across the timeline. Under 6 to go. Over to Wilkes, back to Van Buren. Van Buren kicks it to the corner. Back up top to Van Buren. Van Buren back over to Clay. Clay up fake, swings it down. Inside. And Van Buren was looking to catch a body on that one. Wasn't able to get that one to fall. But nonetheless, back to the free throw line as he wanted every bit of it. Miles, how close was he to getting that one?
He was very close. He had me and Conan looking at each other like, what the heck?
I saw that one. I knew you was going to see that one, Miles. Appreciate that. Van Buren out of the free throw line. He's got 9. He's going to need to get into double digits right now.
Well, free throw is going to be important.
And it looks like that was number 5, the 5th foul on Braden Buckingham. His night is over. So we're going to see now some of the depth now that's left on this Knight team. Van Buren takes his time with the full follow through on the free throw, and that's great. Falcons up by 5, 45-40. Van Buren goes 2 for 2 at the line. Great job at the free throw line. He's the second Falcon in double-digit scoring with 11. Timeout has been called. It's a full timeout on the floor right now. You know, one of those type of things, Myron, is statement. You know, the resume from the Falcons continues to build. You know, beating Douglas, winning the Tournament of Champions, and now taking on Class 4A number 3. I mean, this is the type of moxie you're going to have to play. Hostile environment, state championship. How do you think the Falcons have weathered the storm? What do you think of their energy, their coolness, their pedigree?
They're doing a good job, man. They're doing a good job. I mean, this is just another big game that they've had on their schedule. And the coaching staff, Dorian Williams, done a good job, you know, beefing up a schedule, not just trying to get a bunch of easy wins and racking up numbers or whatever. So, you know, win or lose, and they're going to respond. Thing is, Crossland's a really good team themselves, and they've shown that they're going to come right back at them. So it's a 6-point margin right now, but we still got 5:39 left in this ball game. So more plays will be needed for the winner, whoever it is on either side of the team.
Miles, what's your take on that?
I think I agree with Myron on his whole concept. I think this is a big game for Millwood. I think Crossland isn't going to lay down, but I think Millwood is getting in their groove and taking control of this game late.
All right, thank you so much, Miles. We appreciate that. All right, so here we go. On the floor right now, Bryce Brown has come in the game. So you got Bryce Brown, Amari Barrett, Chris Clay, Isaiah Wilkes, and Jonathan Van Buren on the floor right now. They're basically giving Javier Richards a quick breather as it is right now. And then double dribble is going to be the call against Slade Black. An unforced turnover when you're down by 6. So you know that's going to make, Coach Stone not too happy about that one. That's an unforced one. Live ball situations is just what that is. Pass to Barrett. Barrett just inside the elbow, inside the lane. Barrett loses it. Somehow, some way on the gather, Barrett was not able to maintain possession of the ball. He loses it out of bounds.
Yeah, he created some space, but he's got to take the ball with him.
Got caught thinking about what he was going to do before he actually got there. 46-40. Falcons up by 6. Isaiah Wilkes, Falcons still playing man-to-man defense. Handoff right now, going on to Rylan Skies, looking, driving inside, offensive foul called against Chris Clay. Offensive foul called against Skies as he knocks down Chris Clay. So team foul number 2, his 3rd foul of the night. 46-40. Wilkes across the timeline. Wilkes into the lane, kicks it to the corner, up top. Wide open, left wing, 3-point shot. Give it to him. All 1, 2, 3 of those. Isaiah Wilkes does it again. Strikes, getting 18 points in the game right now. Falcons up by 9, 49-40. Working the ball around. Ball tapped out of bounds by Amari Barrett as he's harassing Beckett Buckingham. 4:12 to go. The Falcons have been strong starting this 4th, outscoring them 12-4 in the frame. Barrett trying to force Buckingham to put the ball. They switch. Chris Clay covers.
Oh, he missed him back door. Yeah.
Bo Barber, who had 8 first-half points, has only 2 in the second half. I say that, and Bo Barber goes to work with the spin move in the lane. Couldn't get the shot to fall there.
Bo Barber said, I came to put in some work.
So that call's going to be against Amari Barrett. Barrett now picks up his 2nd foul in the game to go with. Barrett has 7 points on the night. Bo Barber knocks down the free throw. shoots that one with confidence, cuts the lead back down to 8. So Drew Echo comes back in the game. Echo provides a big body, trying to get some rebounds for the Knights as Bo Barber knocks down the free throw, 49-42. 3:54 to go. Chris Clay inside to Barrett, who slips, and they're going to call traveling on the play this time.
Yep.
So Barrett slips. Coach Dorian did not like the call. Hey, Miles, what happened with Amari Barrett down there?
He slipped. It's wet down here, and he was trying to clean it up, but he slipped on that play.
All right, thanks, Miles, on that. So going to work right now. Isaiah Wilkes picking up Beckett Buckingham. Going to swing it up top to Bo Barber. Barber, spin move from the elbow, turns and fires. Shot, he couldn't get it to fall. The rebound by Beckett Buckingham. Beckett has 6 in the second half. Inside, Javier. Shot is going to be blocked by Bo Barber.
I tell you, better get it on the glass because some athletes in the white jerseys too.
And Chris Clay tried to sneak up and get the ball from Beckett Buckingham that time with contact. Chris Clay just picked up his 4th foul. That is team foul number 2. The lead down to 5, 3:10 to go. But Beckett was in the process of shooting, so to the free throw line he goes. He shoots, fires, and nails it. 49-45. One more, and he knocks that one down too. So back to a 3-point margin, Myron. Beckett Buckingham, the second Knight player in double digits on the night. He's got 8 in the second half. He's got 13 in the game.
Crosses, they've landed the last 2 blows. Millwood better make some themselves.
Isaiah Wilkes driving through contact. Javier skies high to get the rebound. Swings it over. Van Buren inside to Barrett with the reverse. And he scores. Amari Barrett now with 9. 2.5 to go in this one. Buckingham across the timeline. Wilkes covering him. Skies trying to set up a screen. Skies has it, and he steps on the end line. Unfortunately, a turnover for him stepping on the end line.
Yeah, he had a corner to turn there to get a layup maybe.
But the Falcon defense is responsible for that. That constant pressure. Got to know where you're on the floor. Isaiah Wilkes with the ball. 46-51 across the timeline now. Ball in the hands of Barrett. Barrett over to Wilkes. To Clay on the left wing. Van Buren on the elbow, loses it. Swings it back out. Isaiah Wilkes and the Falcon offense resets. 2:04 to go. Wilkes backs it up. And Dorian Williams calls a timeout for the Falcons. With 1:59 to go. Go ahead, Myron.
I don't think he liked what he saw. Van Buren had a shot there. Take it instead of he's dribbling, taking it right to the man's chest. Take that shot right there, you know, instead of trying to take it to his chest. I mean, guys not going to let you shoot it. They got some athletes over there. I don't anybody notice. Some guys in white jerseys, they some pretty good athletes.
And so in other words, you always say, you know, you one of the other Myronisms, if you will, is that you prefer them to go to the basket instead of just shooting for the 3, but you want the open look, and that was an open look.
He was open here, and when you dribble there, you weren't open anymore.
So taking it inside.
I mean, well, he was inside, but he was in the paint, but he took a dribble. He's trying to get a layup. Well, he's standing there. He's not going to just let you drive to the lane. Take a shot.
Take the shot. Take the shot.
Take the shot you got. You wide open.
So back to live action now. The Falcons on the floor, Javier, Amari Barrett, Isaiah Wilkes, Chris Clay, and Jonathan Van Buren. 1:59 to go in this one. The Falcons have been tested again by a resilient Knights team, but the Falcons have been one step better, one step more explosive, and executed just a little bit better. Championship DNA all the way. Ball in the hands of Barrett in the corner. He's trapped. Barrett with a bounce pass to Van Buren. How did he get it? Shot was blocked, and he throws it off Skies, and it will be Falcon basketball. Van Buren's shot was blocked that time.
Yeah, it's nothing easy inside when you get around that rim, man, I'm telling you.
1:44 to go. Falcons going to have to throw it in from the baseline. Pass to the wing. And then contact by Skies against Chris Clay. Skies just picked up his 4th foul. Team foul number 3. No one going to the free throw line yet. 1:40 to go. Isaiah Wilkes to throw it in. Bounce pass to Barrett. Barrett, kick to the corner. Chris Clay thought about it. Kick it back out to Barrett, and a foul up top against Bo Barber on that play. Team foul number 4 against the Knights. When it's all said and done, the Falcons have been excellent from the free throw line tonight. They may need it to finish this team off this evening. Wilkes to throw it in. Bounce pass in to Barrett. Barrett into the lane. Glides to the basket and scores. Barrett had one singular intention. The basket will be mine. And he took it.
Slices his way in there for the layup.
Beckett Buckingham with the ball. Up top to Sky. In the lane. Gonna call a foul against Sky. And Ryland Skies can't believe it.
I'll be honest, I didn't see that one. With your Millwood, you'll take it.
53-46, 1:11 to go. So Javier comes out for a breather. Bryce Brown returns. Bryce Brown. Bounce pass over to Clay. Clay throws it to Wilkes. Wilkes across the timeline. Pass nearly, and it's intercepted by Ryland Skies, who extended out to get it looking like a free safety. Shot from the corner is money for Beckett Buckingham. It ain't over yet as Beckett Buckingham drains it from the corner off the Ryland Skies steal and assist. Back down to a 4-point margin. The Falcons are going to have to earn it. 54.1 seconds to go. Myron,
ain't
unbelievable.
Nobody giving anything tonight. That's exactly what I'm talking about. That was it wasn't a bad pass. It was a great effort by Ryland Scott to get his hands on it, and not just get his hands on it, but steal it. I mean, there's athletes all over the place on this court, man. And so whatever it is, if you got to look, you better get it up quick, finish the play, because somebody's coming to block your shot to send to the other way. You got a 4-point lead with 54 seconds to go. I'd rather be Millwood than Crossings Christian. But there's still more plays that must be made to win this game.
So here's the fact, and I'd love to get Miles's Super Prep Live, Miles Perry's thought on this. Miles, they don't have to shoot the ball here. Are you trying to play to go to the free throw line, or what's your decision here if you're channeling your inner Dorian Williams?
I mean, I would play to go to the free throw line, but I'm not playing conservative. You know, I feel like when you play conservative in a situation like this, you end up turning the ball over. But I feel like he has a poised team, and they're all smart. I feel like they'll take care of the ball. But I wouldn't play too conservative here. But I would try to get to the free throw line.
All right, Miles, I appreciate that. And so, I mean, Myron, you agree? Don't just whatever they give you, take it, or do you? What do you do?
Yeah, they're not going to let you just run the ball out 54 seconds. You're going to have to be aggressive. You get the ball to your best guards, which obviously is Isaiah Wilkes.
And Barrett is going to be fouled almost 90 feet away. Now he's going to go to the free throw line as they pick up team foul number 5. And that is the third foul against Bo Barrett tonight. So Amari Barrett, excuse me, that was Bo Barber's third foul. Let me get the name right. Amari Barrett to the free throw line, shooting 2 here. Barrett has 11 in the game to go with 7 rebounds and 2 assists. Barrett front rims that one.
Shoot it. Go ahead and shoot it. Shoot it. Don't aim it. Shoot it.
He gets one more. Barrett doesn't get the shooter's roll on the second one. Rebound pulled down by the Knights. And he's going to call double dribble against Ryland Skies. He can't believe it. And I'm telling you right now, Renzai Stone needs a hug.
Did you see it?
I didn't see it.
I didn't either.
I mean, but I understand he needs a hug. 48.8.
Renzo about 6'10". I'm not going to hug him. I was ahead and I didn't see it either. But that's
Isaiah Wilkes across the timeline with 43 seconds to go. Sky on the left wing. Jonathan Van Buren's going to be fouled that time by Drew Eckel. So Van Buren to the free throw line now. 35.9. Falcons went 0 for 2 at the free throw line, the last opportunity. Can Van Buren put some more distance between the Falcons and the Knights? He knocks the first one down. Van Buren has been solid at the free throw line tonight. Van Buren now with 12 points on the night. And Van Buren knocks down the second one. Van Buren been clutch. 13 points. 35.9 seconds to go. Bo Barber throws it in. Bo Barber gets it back. They're going to need a quick basket here. Bryce Brown trying to cover. And this time Isaiah Wilkes is going to get called for the foul there. Isaiah Wilkes can't believe it.
Yeah, you'd rather make him score, keep that clock going, but
27.6. The only thing good about that situation is the Falcons only have 3 team fouls.
Okay, not a bad foul then.
Javier Richards returns as Bryce Brown exits. Ball in the hand now, Ryland Skies. Skies kicks it to the corner. Eckel for 3, shot no good. Rebound by Barrett, he's fouled. To the free throw line we go. 18.7 seconds to go, Falcons up by 6. Barrett missed his last 2 opportunities here. Can he get that done? For Ryland Skiles, that is his 4th foul.
He can redeem himself, push it up to 8.
So Barrett knocks down the first one. 56-49. Barrett gets one more. He's got 12 on the night. Misses the second one. 14 seconds to go. Be smart. Bo Barber has the shot deflected by Barrett. Barrett this time rises and slams it down. And a foul this time by Ryland Skies. But it wasn't against the shooter. It was against the guy running down the floor. So a little bit of conversation going on as they felt that there was a little bit of intent to try to hurt there by Skies. So now the officials are going to talk here. Skies fouls out, and the foul came down not against Amari Barrett, who dropped the hammer. So Miles, talk to us about what you saw.
Well, he didn't push Isaiah down when Amari was going up. He actually just blatantly pushed him. But it's getting chippy for real now. So this second game, Crossings and Millwood will be interesting back at Millwood.
All right, going to work now. Technical foul has been called and assessed against Crossing. Is Isaiah Wilkes knocks down the technical free throw, lead up to 10, and the second free throw is good. And now Isaiah Wilkes has a 20-piece with 7.3 seconds to go. So now the Falcons. So now going to work. Van Buren going to throw it in. Chris Clay is going to hold it as the final seconds tick off the clock here. And the Falcons are victorious 60-49, defeating Class 4A number 4 when it comes to the Crossing Christian Knights. It did not end in a positive light overall. The Knights got a little chippy at the end of the game, but the Falcons did their job. So now let's just see everybody finish it with everything else with good sportsmanship, and that's exactly what we're seeing from both teams right now, and you wouldn't want it any other way, Myron, for a game this good.
Yeah, the score is not going to indicate how good the game, how close it was.
So, Myron, I don't want to cut you off real quick, but you got an interview down there, Miles. Who you got? So here we go real quick here. So we're going to go ahead and talk. Miles, who you got?
I got Isaiah Wilkes, super player of the game. Isaiah, it was a good game. It was getting chippy there at the end.
Yeah.
But take us through the whole game. It was a tight game.
We came out a little slow. They came out hitting shots, and we just had to respond. Basically, really talk to the coaches, you know what I'm saying, like how they prepare us and everything. So it's just good to gut this one out. A win is a win.
So what's next, Isaiah? What's going on for the Millwood Falcons next? What's the next game going on for you guys?
I think Booker T. I think so.
Now take us through that top 2 teams in the state right now, what people are talking about. How do you feel about that game?
I feel like it's going to be great. It's going to be a great matchup, of course. Have some guys over there that I respect, so it's going to be a great matchup.
Well, thank you. Isaiah. Good luck.
Yes, sir.
Back to you guys. Oh, we got Coach Williams real quick, too.
Yeah, let's go ahead.
Coach,
Yes, sir.
gritty win and on a road environment, how was that?
Man, it's always hard to win on the road. It's always hard to win against a really, really good basketball team, a well-coached team. Proud of the guys, man. Wasn't our best game, but as far as sticking together and toughing together is our motto, man, they did that. So I can appreciate that. And we got to get back and get some things cleaned up.
Now, but get pregame, you talk about on to the next like that, games in the past. Booker T's next week. How you looking forward to that?
We got Cassidy in between that. I'm more focused on tomorrow. We'll take the day off, but I'm more focused on Thursday and Friday and Saturday's practice. That's more appealing, and that'll do more for us and to prepare for Booker T and Cassidy and those guys. It's all done at practice, man, and so we got to get back in the lab and get to work.
Well, Coach, appreciate you. Wish the best of luck.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.
Thank you so much, Miles. Excellent job tonight on that, and he's right. For Millwood, their next game is against Cassidy next week at the Wood before traveling for the Turnpike battle going on against Booker T next weekend in Tulsa. That being said, Myron, to me, this was a tough game for Millwood. They were in a tough spot. You came off of an emotional win, a big win against Douglas, Class 4A number 1. They then turn around to face Class 4A number 4 tonight in the Crossing Christian Knights. Battle-tested team. A lot of emotions, but I want to give credit where credit is due. The Crossing Christian team played well throughout the game. They just didn't make enough what they call winning plays to pull it out, but the Falcons showed the championship pedigree, what Dorian Williams has installed with this group of great athletes and great leadership. They just did a tremendous job all the way through.
Yeah, it's just 2 really good teams. Teams are going to be competing for state championships, and of course, you dipped into 4A the last 2 weeks. Of course, you beat Dale in 2A. East Central, what are they? Are they
5A?
They're 5A. Who's 6A? Where's the 6A?
They beat 6A. They beat Sophomore 6A team at the Tournament of Champions.
We got some more 6A schools here. I mean, they just keep jumping around. Go down and get a Class B team that's really good. I mean, they're a really good team. Both these teams are led for most of the way. Millwood did. And again, it's the same thing we always talk about every game. It's their defense, it's their depth, it's their guard play, coaching as well. I mean, it's one thing to have talent, especially when you got a lot of talent, but at the same time you got to put them in the right spots and get guys to fill roles, things of that nature. So Dorian Williams, his staff, doing an excellent job from that standpoint. And when they show up, they know it's a big game, and they respond.
Overall tonight, you heard Miles interview the player of the game, Isaiah Wilkes. His stat line for the night, 20 points, 1 assist, 2 rebounds in the game overall itself. But you got to give it to the other Falcons that did get into double-digit scoring. There were 2 of them. You have Jonathan Van Buren, who I believe played a great game, 13 points, 2 assists in the game. Then you have 4 rebounds coming up from him. Javier Richards came through with 4 points, 1 assist, 3 rebounds in the game, and 1 block. Harlem Fleming coming through with 2 points, 2 assists in the game as well. Then on the other side, Chris Clay, who battled foul trouble tonight, 5 points tonight, 2 assists in the game, and 1 steal. Amari Barrett finished the night with 14 points, 2 assists, 8 rebounds, and 2 steals in the contest. Tariq Kaba, 2 points, 2 rebounds in the game. Bryce Brown did not get in the scoring column, but he did get 1 assist and 1 steal in this contest overall. So for a team that lost, had to play a game, to me, wasn't back-to-back. He said they're going to take a day, Dorian Williams did, and then they're going to get back to practice before they get to Cassidy next Tuesday.
Yeah, and, coaches love practice because they'll go back and look at this film, of course, things he knows during the game, and work on those to get better, because they know tougher games or more tough games are coming, and they're going to be a target because they're getting that reputation, taking on all comers and winning. So every time they show up, it's going to be a big game, and people are going to bring their A contest. As for Crossings, they're going to be right there battling for the best in the state to win Class 4A this year. That includes Douglas, who we saw on Saturday night, and what they can bring to the table. So 2 good teams. I'm looking forward to the rematch, see what happens in Millwood.
All right, so coming up right now, for Crossing Christian, I want to give a shout-out to Bo Barber, who finished the game with 12 points in the game. But Beckett Buckingham, who really exploded in the second half of this game overall for them, just want to show them a little bit of love in the contest. He had 5 in the first half. He finished up with 11 in the second half to finish with 16 points in the game. For Crossing Christian, they will move on to take on in the McGinnis Classic against Dell City, Class 5A. That's this weekend. As for the Falcons, they do not have a game the rest of this week. They pick up a game again against Cassidy on January 13th. They will play back at the Wood. So look for them to go ahead and get themselves ready for that. The girls for Millwood will be participating this weekend in the Bartlesville tournament. That game begins on January the 8th. So he's Myron Patton. I'm Maurice Prince. And, of course, I want to thank Miles Perry from Super Prep Live for joining us for tonight's contest. Thank you for tuning in tonight on PPBC TV. Want to make sure we thank all our sponsors for tonight's game: SSM Health at St. Anthony, First Security Bank, Love Student of the Month, Bank First, and, of course, Super Prep. Have a great night and fly, Falcons, fly.
This broadcast is the exclusive property of Perry Publishing and Broadcasting Company. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, reproduction, or any other use of the accounts, descriptions, or audiovisual elements of this broadcast without the express written consent of Perry Publishing and Broadcasting Company is strictly prohibited. All rights reserved.